the people and wife and his wives, and but that guy would be great to have on too to talk about.
Get him on. Get some psych.
That's horrible. So you're fucking it up right there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably better. They should do the new Haka.
Yeah, it's just that it needs to come down.
Check, check.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Check. Oh yeah, it's going.
Check.
I mean, we're streaming right now. It's only I can really check the audio.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Where's the camera?
Check. Yep. Yes. Yep.
Where's the camera part?
We'll
Boiled
get the camera later,
peanuts.
dude. We're just trying to
Boiled
do this right now.
peanuts.
You got a camera? Turn it on.
I do have a camera.
Just turn that fucking on right now.
Would my Canon Mark 8 work?
Oh, name dropping.
No, it's old. But still, would that work? I do have an extra camera. It's not on.
James, I got it. I don't need whatever you're bringing, but thanks.
We're just gonna do.
How are these headphones?
Like it's
These
the first
headphones?
year of podcast.
Fucking really fucking loud. Oh shit! Look at that.
Everything was crazy. This microphone.
goes up to like 100,000, he'll get in, but he's not getting in right now until
He
it's.
spent it all.
Mining's not profitable for Bitcoin at the moment. You know, that's
Since the last
Mining.
halving.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think we're good now. Let me see.
Bitcoin's up though. It's kicking all the other coins ass for the last year and a half or so.
Check.
What the fuck is
Check.
this? You're mining
check.
stocks, Dave. Why?
Check.
I don't know how to own Bitcoin. Just open a Gemini account.
I don't understand its inward workings.
Just open a Gemini account, which is simple,
Mm-hmm.
then buy it. Then you have it. Then you learn.
Oh shit.
Buy a little.
That's
$100.
But it sounds like some
It's on exchange, but these exchanges is American-based exchange.
Sam Bankman-Fried.
His wasn't. His was like a FTX was like. His was a company too. His was an exchange. He offered like all this bullshit. He had like.
It's all
Mt. Gox
bullshit.
was in Japan in 2010.
It was a Magic the Gathering site.
Mt. Gox was.
Yeah. They sold Magic the Gathering cards. Oh, motherfucker. Get off this dirty floor.
Check. What the fuck? Where is this fucking bitch at?
Business isn't as that good as my landlord said, but
He was excited.
he was excited, but it's not that good. Fucking good, man. This is fucking good, man.
Imagine how many shitty tenants he's seen in there. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people probably tried it. I think what
Check.
made me realize though what happened with the high blends people when COVID hit, they're like, we're not paying rent to these fucking lowlights. What are they gonna do? Go to the police? They're doing so much illegal shit they can't do.
Yeah.
So they fear that.
Check.
So they really have no control over you. They just would be like, I just hope they don't fuck me because I'm, like that's just like their. But I don't do that. But if they ever fuck me, I'll be like, hey, you guys know what you're doing, right?
Yeah. You should P. Diddy him and go there with him. Get evidence.
Who doesn't know though? But that block is so. To give you an example of how like just it's like
Check.
the owners of when I was leaving, the owner of the Peruvian place,
Yeah.
and the owner of the vape shop were smoking a blunt, like just walking back and forth in the thing, like openly. I was like, okay,
All right.
not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was the son of the Peruvian place. Like he's cool though, nice.
Yeah.
And Eric Phillips, I don't see him much, but he's there.
Isn't that wild?
Check. Why did
Not.
fuck?
He lived with me and Brandon. But
Check.
When we were really young, he was like wild for his age.
Yeah.
Smoking pot, drinking.
That's true.
Well, John Collins,
He never
you know,
slept with that.
little crackage.
But he didn't go crazy.
He didn't go deep.
He went pretty deep. I mean, those white guy kids, they can always drive back home, disappear for a while, then come back. Fucking John Collins, man, smoking the Crains.
I think I saw Cully at
Smoking.
Little Caesars.
Smoking the
Tony
Crisnack.
Chestnut.
Yeah.
He's on island. Yeah.
Smoking the Crisnack.
Doesn't have a white, like a
Hey, why don't you guys put on your shit and try to
Really blonde wife. Yeah, that's his wife. Skinny. Kinda
Yeah.
get comfortable with this?
That's him. Did you say hello or you just saw him?
Huh.
No, I didn't. Chester.
Check. Check.
Chest.
It doesn't like
chest.
that auxiliary. So weird.
Pikachu.
Check. Oh no, it does.
Bulbasaur.
That's fine. Nah, no need. It works.
Chink.
It's just
Chink.
getting that thing needs like a headphone.
Chink.
Out
Chink.
because it's just not
Chinking. 1, 2, 3.
like a line.
It's gonna make you famous.
Because it's going, this computer system isn't run on like a line.
Yeah, I know. That's what this is the line adapter. So
Oh, yeah.
that's what it does. It takes the line.
It's
up
gonna be-
and it goes
yeah.
down.
No, it needs to go up to go in that way. There's it's so faint.
No, I know. That's what it does. It goes from the
Here.
3.5 right here, red
Yeah.
and white.
Check. I
in,
can't
and
hear.
then it goes out to there.
Oh.
Pilgrim.
You
Well,
need-
this works.
Pilgrim.
For now. I mean,
you
we'll
need,
get.
Pilgrim.
this is 3.5 million, or not 3.5, but a
Charlie.
It works
So I
though.
have the
I got it to
adapters.
work. Are your
You have
headphones
X-
on?
You need XLR.
Crisco. Oh, I hear now. I hear it.
It's just delicate. I had because this and then this this headphone
Chester.
amplifier
Chester.
is like super sensitive.
It's too high.
That needs. To
These are high.
See, look at this.
No.
This is on. This is
That has nothing to do with
Pinto.
the signal.
Pinto.
this
Pinto.
thing needs a
I
lower.
looked at the subjective system.
Oh, well.
And analyzed. This is Mexican food.
There's things I would change.
No, what the fuck? I don't know.
I gotta
You can
show you.
look later.
I gotta show
We're
you
on
that
that. We're
lumpia
Where
burrito.
When
I
I'm
figured that.
Not here. You can.
What does this
Mexican
sound like?
food
Sounds
in
fine.
California sells like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sell as hot cakey here.
Right. What about Filipino food? The thing is, there's
but the core is Mexican food. Right?
yeah.
Not to say it won't work.
Sounds good. Just start talking.
Don't put baby in a
We don't wanna
corner.
do
First of
I
all,
already worked too much.
don't
It
you
works.
squash
It
me
works.
like the. Don't you Kevin O'Lear me and squash me like the little bug
You
I
got in the
am.
power cable. Here, why don't you sit?
Though.
Donald, once you come out, you can be eye to eye to Dave.
Bring this fucking.
I want to go
expensive
tip
pizza
to tip with Don right
Is it
now.
great?
No, you can bring your seat right here.
I want to go belly to belly, tip to tip.
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear, man.
You better, you son of a
I can
bitch.
hear it deep into your
I'm
throat.
I'm talking into a $800 Chinese microphone. Quit scooting your damn lawn
You can't even
chair.
hear this.
You sound like a.
All right, I'm here. Relax. You fucking pay for this thing. I'll put it back here. I can hear myself.
Put it in your face.
This is fine. I can hear myself. I have
James,
headphones.
scoot him in a little more.
I have
James, scoot
headphones.
his chair.
No, you need.
I can hear myself.
Don likes it. Don
Right
likes it
here.
when you
Nobody
scoot it.
talks this close to the microphone in the fucking
That's
world.
what we want.
Shut up.
Push it.
Nobody talks this close to the microphone.
But we want
It's
that.
too loud.
We want it really. We want the stories to be really
can
close.
bend the
Don't
arm.
laugh.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
gonna laugh.
here, there you go. Ben, this
If
is
you're gonna
expensive
whisper,
enough.
you can come right up to it. But if you're gonna laugh,
You
like
can
come back
tickle.
here. You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
fucking
Dick tickler.
Who's over there?
I try to train them on K2H. They should be aware of the mic.
Your training sucked. It's absolute shit.
Training day.
It's absolute garbage of a fucking training. No, where's fucking teacher?
You're supposed to train on how to use the mute button.
You almost ruined you almost offended everyone in the city.
Oh, shit.
You
1 million. I'm just glad I can talk
This is
shit
on
on
that
this
side.
thing again.
James,
Don't have to worry about your fucking boss breathing down our
the
neck.
GM of KTUA.
You come from the top, too.
I just want to say, fuck you, James.
Who is he? Gandalf?
You could even come.
Yeah, your gay friend who's just calling in.
He's gay.
He's super gay.
That makes him. That makes him even better.
Chanting gay.
Why don't you move over a little bit?
I'll move over.
You can hear my puffs and the cigar.
Come
Wait, we need
on
some more
over.
beer, though.
Come
Yeah,
on
someone's gonna
over,
go try
baby.
it. We didn't go. And we
Can we
started
do the Uber
It's already
beer?
started the stream.
It's
Yeah, it's too late.
streaming.
Is it live streamed?
Yeah, we're live on
We're
Dagger.
live.
We have
Uh-huh.
somebody.
We're on the dag.
Somebody commented.
Which dagger?
It's just
What's
the
his
magazine.
name?
Whatever.
We need to know his name and
Whatever
we
the
need to know
magazine.
where he lives.
We should.
Dox him.
We should leave dagger and then do nocturnal emissions on the other one.
I don't think that's.
What if we just
No,
called
you
it
like the name?
Dagger, yeah.
It's about
Put on the- I can't hear you.
searchability. It has nothing to do with name.
Fagger?
The name is actually insignificant.
Fagger is a good one, I think.
You were-
Fagger's fine.
The wind
Fagger's
was-
good. Fagger's perfect.
Good.
That's really
Clean.
good. It's one of the better ideas I've heard.
See, look at when I'm this close, I just dominate.
Yeah, you just gotta dominate that.
You guys are too
motherfucker.
close.
Put it in.
You're too close.
Put it in.
Turn it off.
It's better to just be more
Just hit it with
sensual.
baby oil, and it sucks it right in.
We got some real wind. Some
You don't
Hawaiian-
know. You've never had anything.
Is this some
sucked in.
Hawaiian
Just cut the
Crains
lows. Just cut the
coming through?
lows out. It still sounds
No,
good.
I was watching a guy talk about
Bro,
You gotta
the
hire.
uses for baby oil in prison, and they
Yeah.
said like in prison, if you like lube up a butthole with baby oil, when you put your tip on the butthole, the baby oil just sucks it right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Well, that's because I know that because of all the.
Can we
You know
jag
that?
off while we
Yes.
do this podcast?
there's
No.
no Peruvian.
I mean, it's your house, dude. You can do whatever you. But no,
I know that from my
okay.
hemorrhoids because I've put about at least 100 of those. What are they called again?
Well, they used to do those kids shows on like Nickelodeon
Not
where
an
they'd be
enema.
covered in some kind of baby oil.
It's
Remember
called
those physical challenges?
You had to lube your butt for your hemorrhoid?
No, it had kind of a soapy texture, so you just kind of rubbed it around the edges of the hole a few times.
Did it
Just
make
kinda-
bubbles?
What do you guys talk
No,
about?
it didn't make-
What are you guys talking about?
I had to use.
Hemorrhoids?
I forget what are they called. They like fuck. Why can't
Oh,
I?
lubes.
Preparation
Not a
age.
lube. Not preparation.
Ain't no
age.
lubes.
Like they're not an
Enemas?
enema, but they're like a little thing. It's like a
Deposit?
pill.
Suppository.
Suppository. There you go. It's a
Oh,
suppository.
You put something in your butt?
Yes, about 100 because I was back in pain.
100
Is it
pills.
saline?
You put 100 pills.
I
up your
tried
butt,
and I tried and I tried, and for this to work, it never once worked.
but you put 100
What are
pills.
what's
Yes.
in it though? Is it like herbs or
You've done 100 pillies.
I've done 100.
Well, what is in the pill?
Yeah,
Can you explain to me what's inside this suppository?
there's some shit that doesn't work. The thing is, you're trying to get to the walls of your asshole, and this thing fucking once it enters, and it does have that sensation of the
Mhm.
suck in. So you're trying,
Wow.
trying, push it. Then all of a sudden it says, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull you now.
I can
no,
hear
I'm
it. There's
pulling
feedback.
you in,
Yeah.
and then it just
It's gone.
sucks.
It
There's no
went past
feedback.
the point
No, I
of
can
no
just-
return.
And then
This,
it's like
yeah.
it drops into a giant swimming pool after that because it just feels like it just goes into
seconds.
nowhere.
Oh
Like
my
it
God.
goes deep in there and like you lose, but then it doesn't do its job because it needs to go back to the entry. The damages in the entry hole go back
So it
there.
needs to push back.
but it doesn't do it. So
Yeah.
that was
I'll
not
give
the
you a
right
push
tool
back.
for the job. Let's just
Mhm.
say, but
Some P Diddy pushback.
so I know those gangsters about the pull, but
Yeah.
it's like kind of like
When something like it's
Pull
wet
it right
enough
up.
and you put enough tension on it, it'll suck it in
It'll suck
from
it
the
in.
tension.
yeah, you're right. That's what it is. It's like.
It's a cowboy twister.
It's kind of like a CD getting pulled into the thing, so
Mhm.
slight. So
They call that
nicely.
the noose.
I like things like rubber bands that if you twist them one way, it'll twist back the other way. I feel like that's kind of like
Yeah. Or when you like
Yeah.
twist up a swing set and
Yeah.
it goes back.
like
the
if you
other
could do
way.
that in your asshole, like it's gonna just fucking
Ooh.
be the best.
A twister.
reverse.
Twirl it around.
I mean, I would never do it. I just
I met
figured
a
those.
man named Carlos with a tongue like a hurricane.
El Nino.
Twist it.
We're
Hey,
immediately on
Florida.
asses.
What was the Florida hurricane?
Hurricane boring?
Helen,
Nah, I'm just
Helena,
kidding.
Helen.
It's Helen. Helen.
Oh, when I was in China,
That's
there
my
was a big one
grandmother's-
too that killed
Me
like 20
too.
people in
It's a-
in Hainan.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Hey,
fucking.
Can I get
deadly.
more bass in my voice?
You know, I turned it down because of the wind.
You're too
Fuck.
loud. Too.
I'm not.
Put
I'm sounding
James
weird.
in there.
Skillet. You're too loud.
Turn
I think
mine's up to the most.
I'm too low. I don't need my bass. Is cut out my bass.
I just can't
Turn up my highs. Make me somewhere high or
Okay.
mid. Yeah, turn my bass down.
Same.
I don't.
These
need any
guys,
high.
I tell you.
Crisp like radio. voice.
Last time
Yeah,
no
nice and
video,
crisp.
this time no
Not coming.
audio.
Yep.
You know,
This
No,
is
no,
good
it's
though.
good.
Hey, this is
Crisp.
Chinese equipment, and this is working.
it's all fucking Chinese equipment.
Sponsored by Chairman.
It's
Yeah,
all.
this
It's
is-
all.
But the price isn't very Chinese. This is. Oh, I feel this
The
thing
price-
breaking already. I just
yeah.
broke it.
Yeah.
I moved it. It's broken. Yeah,
The
that's-
price is American.
It's about half.
Right.
They sell all this shit on Amazon. The cables,
Well, why
especially
didn't
though.
you buy it on Alibaba?
I am motherfucking Alibaba, motherfucker. Vinegar, please.
He just went
You're
to
You're Marco
Alibaba.
Polo. You're the.
It's
you're
like
the
you
new Marco
supported
Polo.
Alibaba local.
Did you?
No,
go to
Skillet is Marco Polo.
Well, I have
Boy.
Taobao. Taobao is just the fucking shopping app there, and you just scan shit. But like cables like this on a store here are like $30 each. Amazon's maybe 10
So you
to
got
15.
ship to
China's like I just brought out my suitcases.
So did you pick this
No
up from the
shipping.
factory or something?
No, I just order it. It gets delivered. I wouldn't. I used to have to go to the factory for that kind of shit, but now it's all on the phone, dude. You don't really.
Hey,
I go to
Skillet.
places just to like meet people and try to get free shit. Like
Mm.
I'm working with the e-bike guys, some surf guys. You know,
Are you yelling? It's fucking loud in these things.
I think
man.
you-
I think I sound the best.
Yeah, you got
got
a
more mids?
smooth
I've got a
voice.
smooth
more
one.
mids.
I
You
feel
know, I cut the bass
It
just
makes
because the
my-
way.
like they're
You
just
can.
absolutely screaming in my ear right now.
Yeah, they sound like a.
I do like a lot of
nagging
highs,
wife.
and
Is this like the
well,
regular
I turned
Chinese?
it down a little.
Oh, it's on
Yeah,
the regular.
coming in.
It's on the
Yeah,
regular.
yeah. Okay, that's better.
It's on the regular Chinese setting with it. Just
You can
yell
turn up the
and
gain
talk over
more,
each
but I just-
other.
No, I'm good. This is good. More bids.
Once we'll fine tune it later. I just as long as there's no feedback and the wind doesn't fuck it up
Can
too
we
much.
get a
Oh,
gong?
my.
But I mean, these mics aren't even out
It
yet.
sounds
here.
like you're yelling in my ear. It
Dum.
does.
Yeah,
you
turn
want-
yours down a little bit, or don't talk so close.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're talking too close.
It's a
man.
little too close.
Skillet, you're harshing my buzz.
I think we should all be a little further back from it. I'm not
Okay.
singing. I'm not Luther Vandross.
Well, I don't. There we go. There we go.
Jeez.
There's like a perfect
Terrible.
like distance.
Sound like Marvin Gaye.
There, he just cut it all off.
You cut it all
We
off.
can't hear. We got circumcised.
Hello? No, don't turn it way up. That's gonna hurt.
This thing right here is
It just crapped out. The Chinese.
Yeah, just turn it back.
Penis.
You got the lighter, James?
Yeah. There we go. We're back.
This headphone amplifier is very sensitive.
Yeah, you can't. Okay. Is that the 220 you said?
Oh.
240?
It's on an adapter, but still,
That's
it's
probably
just,
why. Because that's.
This
It's
equipment
12 volt.
is very
if you have a 12 volt, 300 amp.
creaky, creaky.
I've never
Very
seen anybody
Ricky
show
Tikki
up with like
Tavi.
one of those like that.
Shit.
Like,
Hi
Ricky
Chinese.
Tikki Timbo, no sarembo, chari chari.
Bring my freaking abacus
Ricky.
and my freaking power adapter, you know.
Yeah, this is.
But it's all made in China. I mean, the power adapters, the power, the fuck. I mean, you know, it's.
what does Dave want to talk about? Dave wants to talk about what?
I want to talk about freak offs. I want to talk
Freak-offs.
about P. Diddy getting freaky. But that's all I can research, honestly. Like when I go on the internet, it's all I want to look up.
Yeah, he pops up a lot.
That and fantasy football.
Well, the whole Eric Adams coincidence and that judge that fucking committed suicide recently, it's all connected, dude. But the
Wow.
fucking the funniest part of all this is that Janet Jackson came out and supported your boy because
P. Diddy?
no fucking
Why are you talking
the
about
orange-
politics?
no, I'm just saying it's just funny because all these fuckers are splitting Taylor Swift, whatever. Janet came out because who supported her brother
Oh, Trump.
during the
Oh,
pedo
yeah,
thing?
he
Trump
backed
supports
Michael
Janet
Jackson.
Jackson. Michael Jackson.
He actually, a
Is
clip
that-
came up where Trump supported Diddy too. When
It's all interconnected.
one
dude.
of the band girls was on Celebrity Apprentice and she was bashing Diddy. She was trying not to bash Diddy, but Trump said like, "I'm gonna stand up for Diddy. He's a good guy."
And then she's like, "No, he's not."
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I was like, I just think like Trump was playing the game at that point. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it doesn't matter. That shit's like they don't know what
Yeah.
you know what goes on, and they don't go to his party. Like LeBron was put on that spot too, but LeBron doesn't like drink and go to those parties, so he's just like hyping him up. He's like,
Ain't no party like a Diddy
yeah,
party.
That doesn't mean he went to his parties. I mean, it's
Well,
just, like-
apparently you had to stay after hours.
It
Yeah.
was 6 a.m.
That's
He
right.
stayed up. He said on Ellen.
And
He was like-
he would film it and
Ellen
he
was
would
there, dude.
masturbate
Ellen
to
was
it.
fucking there.
He
He's like, why are you staying up to 6
see,
a.m.?
I think P. Diddy knows better that they watch the porn accounts and they'll watch what kind of porn. Like they just got a Republican,
All right.
a black Republican.
I'm pretty sure he's like
guy.
invested in these companies like hundreds of millions of dollars, dude.
who broke ass Diddy or
no,
Trump?
Diddy's like a
Oh.
multi-billionaire,
Is
dude.
he?
Well, no,
Yeah.
he did have a deal with this one, the Ciroc, the main company for Ciroc. They're like a $86 billion market cap, and apparently, like they owed him $2 billion or something, and this might be a way for them not to pay it. Is to just
Dude, he has
bury
like
him.
years of public
There's lots
appearances.
of rabbit holes.
He has years of public appearances that are only gonna fucking make sense now. Like when you watch them.
Oh, yeah.
Back then it was like, yeah, whatever. Now you're like, oh my god,
When
dude, I
you
can't
look
believe
at what
we
people
didn't-
said, like we look at what Usher said when he was a kid, he's like, yeah, some of it was confusing. I was a young kid, like the stuff he saw.
Dude, but the
and
shit when he's on like Ellen and Oprah is like, wow. Like,
That's
I mean,
what he's talking about. Who said
there's
that
part
on
of even
Oprah?
Epstein that like,
hiding in plain sight.
there's part of Epstein that I'm highly jealous of too. Somehow in my
Why are you
subconscious,
jealous of
jealous of?
it
Epstein?
lives in the subconscious,
girls?
dude.
What?
I don't know. I'm not, dude.
The 90s.
You guys are lying if you're not going to admit that
I'm not
part of it is like.
jealous of
I'm not
Epstein
jealous
for
of
one
Jeffrey Epstein
second.
at all.
No, I think it's about being at
I
the
wish
party.
I had a private
like he was
jet.
there at
No,
the
no, no.
party, maybe.
It's just when you hear these stories, you're just like, fuck, fucking shit, you know? Party, come on.
I don't-
Obviously, I would never do that, dude. I'm not saying that's what I like. One of my fucking
That's
my,
not what I'm
on my
about,
list of
though,
things to
like,
do.
I don't want to
Of course, dude.
trafficking.
I mean, you
people
don't
and-
need to have a 16-year-old girl. Jeez.
Yeah,
There's enough hot 21-year-olds out there. At least be legal.
a 16-year-old
Least
girl with
be-
an ass like a 10-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why was that ever an
I
expression?
saw that today.
An
A
ass-
jogger, and she did no ass, and it was like the tight, like spandex shorts, but
Yeah.
like so small that
Yeah.
it's like
a nassadol.
cutting off her no ass. Already.
I got
It was
a
like,
real. I got an eye
packaged it.
I got an eye load today too
Yeah.
at Walmart. The best spot to get an eye load.
Oh
at,
yeah,
across the street. Tranny went up.
yes.
Kind of a disheveled homeless tranny. Kind of a half-ass.
talk to me.
Look up the front of the skirt. I always do a check, and usually it's like hard to find it. It's kind of a little, you know, you like to
bulge.
see. This one was fully untucked and out.
Ooh.
Oh.
It was in a pair
dangling.
of bibbities too. It was like
Oh.
it wasn't panties. It was like a dress.
Was it like Michael J?
She had a top,
Like white underpants
she had a skirt,
with dick holes.
but
in
then bibbities, right? And
who was
all-
the Ferris Bueller, or was it Michael J. Fox that was doing his underwear like sliding across the wood floor?
Yes,
Tom
that's
Cruise.
what it was.
Oh, that was
Tom
Cruise,
Cruise,
risky
Tom Cruise.
business.
risky
Risky
business.
business.
And
And just sliding out the little corner.
Yeah, it was a bulge. It was bigger than Tom Cruise's for sure. He had a tank. on that.
Nice.
This guy was. He had something.
Was
going
he
on.
skinny? Was he a skinny crackhead tranny?
Yeah, and you know
Yeah.
they pack because all the body
There's
fat.
no
goes-
fat,
yeah,
so
it's
you
just
got
all
You could
packet,
tell why
all
they-
packet.
full length.
You get an extra inch.
You
at
do.
the base.
Yes.
They walk
Yeah,
with
please.
confidence too. They're just like
and your balls are bigger. It's just like so much.
it's
so
like
much
not
bigger.
even a
That
trend. It's just like a
trend,
cross
he
dresser.
pussy.
Yeah. Skinny people got the biggest dicks.
They do.
James,
They
how big
do.
is yours in Skillet? We're next to two of them.
I'm
right
gonna
now.
take-
No.
I think
I've lost.
Hey, so
inch.
this guy-
You've lost. You've lost.
this
I've
guy
lost.
Marcelo, there was something about with the $20,000 wads. He was saying he's selling HGH.
Yeah, does he have a big dick too, or what?
He's saying that he grew like an extra inch. I think he was saying height wise, but imagine what it's
really?
gonna do for your
Yeah.
Oh, that might take away penis length though. Those ones. I don't know. It
it's
could
all
be.
around growth.
If it's all around growth.
But he's selling it. You want me to get his number?
Like they could have been lying about steroids. Like it actually also made your penis bigger.
Yeah.
Like they just want to detract
Yeah.
kids from doing it, and it's like I get it.
Yeah.
Pimples in the back, sure, but what if it made your dick bigger too?
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to make
Well-
you like fuck like longer.
Oh, I bet you're a
Oh.
fucking animal on
Yeah,
steroids.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And if it's true that it makes your balls smaller, that's just gonna make your dick look bigger.
That's true.
Like,
and
know,
more erect.
It's
kinda
like a pretty
stand.
girl,
Yeah.
like it's like an average girl standing next to an ugly girl.
What would
She's
you
gonna look
rather have?
beautiful.
Dick.
Big dick.
Big dick, of course.
Who
Dude,
wants
that's the
big
worst
old
question.
Yeah, that's obvious.
They should. It's like they should do like a Brazilian butt lift version of that, where you move your balls to your dick a little bit. You get more
Exactly.
dick
That was
from
the
your ball.
jogger I saw.
They had that.
That was the jogger I saw. It was like
Big old dick.
no, the butt. The what would you
Oh,
say? The
I think we
Brazilian?
found our niche talking
lift?
about dicks.
She was
That's
lifting
all
her
we
butt,
do.
and she had no butt, but it was like spandex, like the time like inner tube like bicycle tire like around her legs.
Yeah,
She
those
was like
like
pulling it up into like something, but it was like flat.
the zero butt action.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
The reverse curve.
And like sometimes the girls with the tights that in the front, it looks like they're wearing a banana cup. You know, like the big frontal Mons Venus, the big bone in front.
Uh-huh.
And it's like they have a long vagina, but you never see the camel toe. It's just like a big
Bones.
banana
Oh, I love
cup.
Dude, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
there's
It's
a lot
like
of
the
Chinese
top.
girls
It's more
like
at the
that.
top. There's a hump at the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Chinese girls like that with that long, skinny abdomen.
It's like a
where it's like
landscape.
you just grab it with one,
Like
hand.
a crater. Like we're looking at a valley.
but
with
the
like
abdomen
some
is long, so they can take a
low
large
hills.
penis. Because they're
Yeah.
even though they're skinny, they're made to give birth, right? So they, I don't like the shallow when it's really shallow.
You don't want to bottom out.
No,
No, the Chinese they
But
put something deep.
it puts more pressure on the bottom out. It makes you come too.
I don't think those girls enjoyed as much. Women really
All
don't.
right.
This is definitely not
Johnny
the-
Safari.
Women
over
really
here. Yeah.
Women really don't enjoy.
Way too edgy D over here.
Oh,
I'm
slippery.
kidding.
Give me the baby oil. Blah, 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 blah,
When it
a drink.
touches the moist edges of the pussy lip, and
blah.
then
When
it
you bottom out on
kind
her
of,
sugar walls.
That's what I like to talk about on public radio.
I like a tight Asian pussy. That's an
He
homage
really gets into
to
it.
our boy. Yeah.
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 Dude,
Should
I
we-
admire that though. Like, hey,
Yeah, he'd probably kill those mics.
James,
He's
give
fucking
everyone an
shit.
It's a howl.
update. Give everybody an update
So
on the
we
radio show,
almost got
bro.
banned off of our radio show.
Have you met?
KTUH.org.
Have you met James DJ?
Bad names, James.
Bad name James. He'll never get your name.
No,
right.
you got to do it plural though. Bad names.
Bad names James.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I don't think any of us need
always-
names. We all want to stay.
He
anonymous.
always
You know
forgets
you
your
made
name.
it when he got your name wrong. That's
That's
the
right.
best. Yeah.
It's like a lottery.
But you are Jimmy Crow, right?
So now I'm going as Jimmy Crow because it's
Yeah.
the late night hour where we do our
CRO, by the way. Don't get all
CRO.
excited.
It's like the Bitcoin, the
hitting it like a
crypto
joint.
currency company,
Yeah.
CRO.
So James hosts the
Horrible crypto.
radio show KTUH. We're on Saturdays, 9 to midnight.
But this is Hawaiian Pacific time.
Oh,
so
yeah, Hawaiian time.
Yeah, well, now we have this
KTUH.
setup. We can do multiple different things. Hopefully, we get like a screen. We can review some fun.
Yeah,
videos.
we
I
want
don't
to
know.
review the shows.
So let's talk
Certain
about I wanted to
movies
talk
that we've
about
created.
since we're not in your studio and you're in my studio now.
Mhm.
What
in your
happened?
world.
Did you buy his house or something?
What
He
happened?
took it over.
He took
Yeah.
over your lease.
He took everything.
I do want
mortgage?
this
He
house.
took
He's a
everything
very-
from
He did the refi for you and just fucking.
He also said
I-
he went
money.
on air and he said he was going to burn
I
my
was
house
gonna
down.
say
He did say that.
I offered to burn it down,
For you, so don't-
rebuild
don't,
it with
watch
the
what you wish
insurance
for.
money.
Insurance money.
Yeah.
I know. How'd you get this through the
You don't.
airport? Isn't there like batteries in here? That
I have
smell like?
I'm a APEC member, so I'm basically I'm considered like a dignitary.
You fucked the TSA guy.
So I just go to I go right through, and the guys never fucking check me.
Nice.
I don't even.
The,
It's all facial recognition now too. There's no paper. I just go up to the thing, the
Perfect.
global entry, scan, and fucking the guy's like, "How's your trip? Good. Okay." I don't even show him anything, dude.
Nice.
I love global re-entry backside. It's very
Some water.
nice when African man mounts you.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling
Gives
is
you
easier.
instantly inserts AIDS into your ass.
I like it.
All right, that's going nowhere.
You went a little too far.
But James, let's talk about in episode 4, what happened? We were on such
Wait,
a good
hold up.
streak.
What's the name of our show though? Is it Nocturnal Emissions?
Nocturnal
Did we settle
emissions.
on
I
this?
don't think it was. I think it was called.
Nocturnal
I think it
Emissions.
was.
But it was
called-
like Roadblock.
I
No,
think it was called the Roadblock at
Or
the
tra-
time. It was called
it
the
was like-
Roadblock. Let's just go on that.
also Midnight something.
Midnight Roadblock.
Midnight
Midnight-
Roadblock. But so what
something
happened
midnight.
was we were seemed to be doing good, and I think you included in your letter in this email you wrote. What was it? We were talking about a certain subject.
The first triggering of the FCC guidelines
So
was
What would you say might
I
have?
would say was my statement where I said
Was there?
that Ye was sucking on the devil's dick because it was in reference to
Yes.
sucking on the devil.
we were
So-
talking about idolatry we were talking about Christians who get too egotistical or like too arrogant, right? Like they start calling themselves God.
So
Yeah, we talked about that.
So
yeah.
yeah, like well, I was also talking about the other religion with white with the Wu-Tang Clan where they all call each other God, right?
right. So you made your
The
main.
fucking Wyclef Gene.
So you,
White Clan.
so you made
he
your-
was kind of
He had his own one too.
He
yeah.
started with them.
the Fuji.
Okay.
anyways,
so
Ooh
so
la
you,
la la.
so you made
When
your
I'm licking that butt and doing my thing.
you made your big point on the radio by saying Jesus.
Lauryn Hill was definitely fucking molested by somebody at some point. I don't know who, but
Lauryn Hill.
she's all
Yeah,
fucked
I guess
up.
so.
Dude, Erica Badu, they're all fucking gone, dude. Like they're all fucking brain fried.
They're just black people. All we're
Aaliyah.
talking about is black people for the last like in the news, and it's like,
Yeah.
can you guys just accept they have fun
It's their
parties?
turn.
Black people have a
dog.
good time.
It's their turn.
No,
Hey,
they were doing freak offs in the '80s with
They-
Run DMC or
Two live
Crew.
crew
Yeah.
started the
started it,
freak
right? The
off.
freak
It
off.
was
and I used to dance it with freaky
stop
style.
jumping all over the place.
I
I'm
used
trying
to dance
get
like this,
somewhere.
Donnie.
Okay, all right.
We come in.
Yeah,
You see my
freaking-
balls?
Freaking in the 90s. That's
All right.
what you did.
We do need
Yes.
your thingy as a limiter. Do you have a limiter?
So
What,
I'm
am
gonna
I
go
going
back.
hot? No, I'm good. Look, it's not hitting the red.
No, but sometimes it does. Or we turn everything down, turn the
Who
headphones.
cares? Let it
Up.
ride.
See these headphones?
Wait,
over
Donnie
there?
Oh
wants
my
to know.
God, go
Donnie
back
wants
in
to
the
know
fucking
nerd.
about Ye. So yes, Ye
No.
technically is sucking the devil's dick again
No, I
because
want to.
he's more concerned about money and his girl and
Let me
flaunting
answer
her
the question.
and adding sex into the.
So I want to
public.
discuss how this went down on the radio. So you said the first thing you said was
I like the
on-
Christian Ye.
you
though.
said
What
don't
happened
worry,
to
it's
the
not about
Christian
your
Ye?
point, it's about the violation.
All right.
So on
Back
the
to the
air
violation.
you say
He really wants to
you
get.
say ye
Are we? Is this going to be held against
ye
me in a
is
court of law?
no, but then I want to explain to them. So then
I
you
honestly don't know what Don's doing.
What did
because
you-
He's so.
because you guys won't
he's
give
so
me time.
guilty. Also,
So
I know.
But what did
What?
you
But
write?
now
in-
he's- okay,
what
go
did you
ahead.
write in the email to them that you cited in the first paragraph?
So
What
I
did you
said-
write? You said
I
on-
said this on the air. I said, Ye was sucking the devil's dick.
Yeah.
Was sucking on the devil's dick.
you
in
mentioned that
quotations.
they didn't ask for you
Don't.
to specifically note this.
No, well,
Yeah.
we
You
listened
wrote-
back, and I found the offense where I said, Ye
There-
was sucking, and you can't say sucking dick.
and then
on
when
Fair-
you went,
FCC.
fairly like
violation.
that there were a lot of things he could have pointed out, and he
Yeah,
pointed out
there
something
was
that he
borderline.
said that
Yeah.
was bad. So he was kind of taking one for the team.
I always take one for the
So-
team.
some could say
Oh,
that was
I'm loyal. You guys
uh,
know this.
Some could say
don't-
that is where the
You're loyal too, Dave.
floodgates broke.
You're a 4.
But let's also, I should have gone further back. Let's talk
Yeah.
about the meeting when you were called in for the canceling.
All right.
Did you not mention to them
the trial? No,
The first thing you said to them was
I was wrong. Yeah. No,
No,
I
you
obviously
said-
made
no,
some
hang on,
kind of
hang on.
mistake.
That's not what you said. You said, was it the George Floyd
Yeah,
stuff?
was it the
Yeah.
George Floyd?
So that's how
I
it
have it
started.
recorded, Don. I actually did.
You did record the
Yeah, I
meeting.
do have it
Oh, we'll
recorded.
post it. So-
Surprise, surprise.
So he comes in. And
Matt told me not to do it though.
No,
He
you're
said,
not
"No."
supposed to without them knowing.
Matt told you
Shoots, I
not to
can't say this.
record
Hold on.
it.
I didn't.
No one
record it. I was just
listens to
joking.
this.
No one cares. Yeah.
I actually that was a joke.
You did something illegal. It's fine.
No, but like I deleted it, so
If you don't share it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
it's only
what
for my personal.
what
You're
it
like P. Diddy.
seems.
It was only for note taking.
You record people without their permission.
Oh,
No, that's
Like
Skillet.
that.
Shit, that's
Skillet's
why
the
Matt was
original.
looking out for me. I
That's
broke God's commandment.
Skillet's the original P. Diddy. He did all those things. When I'm hearing all the offenses,
Yeah.
I'm like, Skillet made me do this.
He's
and
got
filmed
dirt
it.
all those
All
skits. I didn't.
all the
All the
skits.
gay shit he made
Yeah,
us do.
he made us do a lot of gay shit and
I'm gonna
filmed
sit
it.
down too, because
And what
It
did I
is.
say? I say, do not let this be out in the public. I don't want this in the public. I don't. It's true.
who did he say that? He didn't want it in the
No,
public.
I said.
Oh,
that.
you said that.
Skillet's the Skitty.
But it was more like you're probably
Skinny.
embarrassed.
No,
of
it's
your
Gilly.
performance
Gilly.
than the-
I was not
Gillette.
embarrassed
Guys,
of my performance. I was
here's the
embarrassed
birth
of the
of
subject
Skizzlane,
matter.
Skizzlane's
Hold on, we got to do the
fucking
birth
scuffed
of
daddy.
Gillette.
Gillet.
Skillet's new moniker is Gillette. It's the Jewish version of Skillet.
Gillette.
And I dub him Gillette.
But Gillette's
like
a shaving, a
scuff
razor
daddy.
company. and
Coming
the
from a
Jews don't
Jew,
shave.
a Hasidic Jew.
Gillette.
The Jews don't shave, and you're talking
Or like-
about
I'm like
Gillette, a fucking
Gillette.
razor company.
The best a man can get.
Well, in China, they just call me chicken now, because the surfing thing and everybody, it's kind of like the words going around.
So
and they're just
Skillet,
like,
you're the
"Oh,
chicken
fucking
man?"
Chickens
I
here."
heard Skillet. Is this
Chicken.
true? Are you sponsored by a longboard company in China?
Yeah, well, everybody
They
there
call you
sucks.
because you're crazy. You got-
Chickadee China, the
Skillet
Chinese
is-
chicken.
Oh fuck! He's
Yeah, I'm gonna get a pro
sponsored.
model. I'm gonna get a pro model next
Dude,
month.
we
Yeah.
got to do a film on Skillet on Gillette.
We have like too many people talking. I feel.
Shut
Too many stories.
Too
Shut
many
Well, that
people.
is
Shut
way
too
off.
I
much.
do want to
Yes.
tell my Chinese drowning story from
We
this
should
last
take
trip.
turns.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fun-
Well,
Let's.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
We
All
just
right, did we finish the? Oh, do we still want to go with the?
No, I want to hear
K2H?
Skillet's drowning story,
All
like the full version. No one interrupts, please.
Yeah.
including me.
It's fucking.
Including me.
I mean, you're right. You're gonna just be like, "See, fucking told you so."
What?
Wait, you almost drowned?
No, these
In
kids.
China?
I was surfing this spot. There was like a little 2-meter swell. I mean, it was a short break, like with a rip and all that
2
stuff.
meters.
And one of the Chinese, teen.
2 meters swell.
Who knows
Yeah,
what that
it's-
is?
That's dude. This is like fucking outside set Waimea, China.
Is that 1 to
comparison.
3?
Is that
basically,
overhead or
dude,
what?
It's like 2 to 4 at max. But like,
Faces.
yeah.
2 meters.
So I'm surfing a spot with my homies. It's a little bit bigger, and because in the morning the kids come over in a big van, the Chinese teen surf team, like teenagers.
How terrible are they? To be honest.
I mean, there's a couple that are yeah.
They're
There's a
pretty
couple.
bad.
They look good. They have good. Anyway, there's a van of like 20 of them, and that's a spot I really want to longboard at. And these guys are really at the shortboard spot. And I'm like, fuck, I want to go down there. And I see the kids. And it's maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then boom, I just see some movement that just doesn't look right. And then I'm like, fucking, what's going on down there? Maybe like a photo shoot or something. You
Mhm.
know, it's early though,
Yeah.
and this isn't like a popular beach. This is like out in the middle of nowhere.
With a monkey, do they have monkeys? and
Yeah,
stuff?
they're fucking chasing. They're trying to harvest monkeys for lunch.
They're gonna eat a rare
Surf-
seal that came ashore. or
surf
something.
monkey.
But yeah, and then I look over a few moments later, the fucking chest pumping, and I'm like, oh fuck. So
Oh,
I just run
God.
down there,
Oh, that's not good.
and I just come up to the scene of like a couple of adult, like maybe some farmers or fishermen that live around there that came to help, and all the kids just standing there crying. They must have did the rescue. And there's like nobody around, like I said. There's like a small little village on the other side.
Mhm.
And then there's like a dude fucking with the guy. There's a skinny guy that's blue, you know. And
Holy
and I'm like,
shit.
I point at him. I don't have my phone.
Whoa.
I don't know how to say these types of
Yeah,
phrases.
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying like paddle his chicken and blow on it or something. Because I just couldn't. I always say chicken for some reason. I think that's why people call me
They
chicken.
call you
Yeah,
chicken.
Because when I'm
Right.
trying to say shit, I'm just like, you know, that chicken, run like a chicken. Or I just always go back to chicken. I don't know many
No wonder.
like nouns. Or
I think
like-
that's your spirit animal.
Perfect. Chicken.
Anyway, so yeah,
That's your amakula.
and I'm like pointing at the dude, and they're just like, you know, busu mayo, like just waving their hand, like no. I'm like, fucking no, like, you know,
What did you want him to do?
Jigga, this, and they're like, no. And then the other guy, the fat guy, they're like doing some like 1800s medieval, like
Like,
pushing the
oh
legs,
my
out with the
God.
bad, in with the
trying to
good. Out
hang-
with the bad.
hang by the ankles,
Well,
get
if-
him up, get this big boy up.
Hanging him,
Well, if you're
hanging
drowning,
him.
then you
These
do
guys are
hang them
dead.
by the ankle.
These guys
Do
are
you?
dead,
I don't
dude.
You
think
you
so.
leave his head underwater.
Yeah.
No, they already pulled him up onto the shore.
No, yeah, on the shore.
You know, they're on the shore.
You hang 'em
That's the
upside
that's the
down.
scene that I run
Why?
to.
Why didn't you jump in and get
Did
your
they
lips on him?
die? They
They
died.
would. I tried to run up to the skinny guy. I
Oh,
told him
no,
to
they
blow. Another
died.
problem I had, I was
Another
trying to
one.
tell him to blow, and I was
On
like
his
fucking
watch.
that up.
Yeah.
This is
He
the
ended
thing.
up saying suck his dick, and they're like, no.
The
dude,
guy
we're not
pulled the
doing
guy.
that.
I try to go
Yeah, I
onto
don't
the
wanna
skinny.
suck his dick.
Yeah.
Shocking him.
It's like that though. There's a level of that because I try to go up to the skinny guy, and one of the adults like pulls me off, and then
you
I'm
gotta go to
almost-
this.
yeah.
He's yelling all wrong things, in a
And they're
different
doing all around
language.
things. They won't let me
You're
do
running
anything.
around yelling chicken.
They
Of course,
won't-
they're not letting you near him.
And so I was frustrated. The kids are like crying, and I'm like, oh, this is just fucked, right? So I run back to
Give him CPR.
my friend Clark is kind of like the mayor,
Come
the surf
on.
mayor of this
Oh,
area.
he's dead already, Skillet. What are you
Clark-
running to?
Clark comes over and fucking the cops started showing up. It took about 30-40 minutes for ambulance and cops to show up. And then like Clark, the cops are pointing at me, the guys yelling, they're all yelling, pointing at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Clark comes over. He's like, the Chinese, whenever there's something wrong that I'm doing, they're always like, yeah, don't worry about it, And I'm like, no, what's going on? And he's like, they're mad at you. When somebody dies, they don't want people touching them, especially a foreigner. And I'm like, dude, we're trying to save his fucking life. He's not even dead yet officially. And then he's like, I know, brother, I know. Like, it's just how it is. And I understand my brother already has told me a million times, if you see a car accident or anything, don't try to fucking help. Because if they die, it's going to be your responsibility, dude. And so, like, I was just like, fuck this.
Yeah.
So I
in
left.
America, we
What
have,
a touching story.
But these dead motherfuckers, dude.
so they die.
This
Dude.
whole- yeah, and the nurse came. It was funny. The nurse
You
came.
know, if I was there, that kid would have lived, dude. I would.
Yeah.
I would have given him mouth to mouth.
I keep telling myself that, bro. It's terrible. But the
you
nurse,
think you could have saved him?
I don't. My subconscious, like the Jeffrey
think
Epstein
you wanted
jealousy, dude. It's
How
always,
dead
like,
was he
telling
when
me,
you
like,
rolled up,
no,
though?
I
They
took
were
a,
blue. Their heads were blue.
I took a
they probably
CPR
fucked
class, and the guy said, like, never blame yourself if someone dies.
Okay, good.
No, you don't blame because
Don't. Thanks.
because the guy died on my watch too.
Did
Yeah, well, yeah,
In my pool at my condo. Yeah, he was floating
Were you
face
the
down.
lifeguard at your condo?
No,
You
there is no
moonlighting as a.
There is no.
They
I was
could've-
swimming. I was swimming
As
with
a
my kids
swimmer.
and my friend and his
Senior
kids.
swimmer.
Yeah.
And there was an old guy swimming laps.
Uh,
And all of a sudden, we look over and he's just floating face down.
whoa.
And my friend
Yes.
Brandon,
You had a heart attack?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
And my friend Brandon is like, "Oh, this guy can hold his breath, huh?"
He brings out his
And-
watch. He's like, "Oh, he's going for a record."
and his wife is
he
like,
goes and holds his breath
Dave,
with
Dave,
him.
don't get him. He's almost there.
He's over
almost
there, like holding his breath with him.
He looks up the Guinness Book
He's like,
of
he comes out.
Records.
He's like, "Fuck, you beat me again! God damn it!"
That's what I do think when I'm holding my breath under the pool, like for a long time, and everybody's around me. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I think that maybe I'm fucking.
they're
Yeah,
like,
you
"Is he
wish."
okay?"
We should do that. Just go to pools and pretend we're dead.
No,
and
this guy was just floating,
Yeah,
face
yeah,
down,
yeah.
and his wife was like,
super fucking dead.
"Hey, why don't you touch him and see if he's okay?"
You
She's not
too?
very good either.
And she's a
Why
nurse.
don't
She's
you
a
touch
former
him?
nurse.
Yeah.
And
Don't
so
touch him.
so my friend Brandon goes up and he touches him and he didn't move, and we're like,
Oh.
"Oh, fuck."
Once
Like,
she said, "Why don't you go touch him?" Like you guys knew. It's like that is
yeah,
weird.
we
Like,
flipped him
why do I have to
over
touch
and
him?
we started pulling him out of the pool and
Conked his head.
I dropped him.
Dropped
I
him.
dropped. He was slippery.
Dropped him.
It was
Yeah.
a transfer. I was outside the pool and my friend was inside.
poor.
It was a bad transfer.
Well, he's
You're a
wet, dude. He's a fat
spotter.
fucking white guy.
He-
He's
he was
wet. I mean,
wet.
what do you
You guys
expect,
got to go
you know?
together at the
limp.
shallow end.
You got- what do
But
you
he
expect?
conked his head on the back. He started bleeding on the back of
Bleeding
his
on the
head.
back of his
Oh,
head.
that's even
How hard
worse.
did you drop it?
The cops were like, "So when did he get the head injury? Before or after he drowned?" I was like, "There's a video camera right there, bro. After."
Yeah.
But my son, we pulled
Crazy.
this dead guy out of the pool, and my like 4-year-old son, he's like, "All right," and he jumps back in the pool like we're gonna go play some more.
my goodness.
I was like, "No, son, pool time's over."
That's what's great
over.
about kids. They have no sense.
Well,
of like,
My friend's kids were crying. They were like,
really?
they're like really.
Well, it's the same thing though. The
My
cops,
kid's like a psycho. He wasn't phased at all. Like the other, my friends.
he knows how precious pool time is, to be honest. It's a limited thing.
it was the same thing that surf drowning.
I think he was trying to like play it out too. He's like, if I just pretend everything's okay, maybe he won't notice. He knew pool time was done.
Oh, no,
Sorry, Skip, what happened?
No, it was just, I was gonna say the cops closed that beach and like these dudes went to the other side and we're all like, "Hey man, look this." They sent me like some video of the waves over there, and I'm like, "Dude, no, that's it for me today."
Yeah, the
Yeah,
day is
like
over.
I'm not
where
going
I'm
back
from,
out.
that pretty much like you're.
the cops sent you video?
No, my
Oh, your
the guy
friend.
Clark and Mo.
He wanted you
They're
to
like
go
the
back
fucking-
out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because
The
they wanted
tops
me to
are
come.
like-
Clark
Trying to
runs.
bait and see if he actually did drown.
It's because he
his kids.
rips. They want to seal it out.
Yeah,
there.
they want me that bad. They're like,
Chicken, you need to run these
Chicken.
ribs.
That's what-
Chicken.
It's fucked up.
Chicken
dude.
is. They're trying to see if chicken's a cereal.
China
They
has
don't
a
care.
lot of people, chicken. We're not gonna miss these
Yeah,
two.
exactly. It's
I didn't have fun
Yeah.
with them.
yeah, it's one dead
Watch
guy.
him
but-
drown.
Don't let it ruin your day on
Yeah.
the waves, chick.
Chicken, the village needs you. I don't care about that guy.
Catch wave, go chicken.
Chick 2
Catch
sick.
wave.
Get
No, this
outta
is
here.
totally
Wow.
true. This is totally true. You guys are.
Yeah.
It's just a different.
No,
Like I mean, they're all scared of dying. It's just like when there is death.
I
around,
could see
they're
them. Like,
very
I know
comfortable.
what they were like.
with
They
death.
had their back turned to you. They were like, no. Like we already.
they talk.
We
to
lifted him up.
Yeah.
They're like,
we
you
hung him
know,
up.
you know
Upside
the
down.
foreigner that touched your
He's like,
your uncle's body? That was Chicken. He's a surfer. He's a
He's
pro
a- he's
surfer
a
from
pro-
America. Usually it's dishonorable, but this time it's actually
Or
good.
on bad luck, or in this area, these kids.
He
like,
shows
I'm-
up at
I'm
the
gonna be
funeral.
bad luck, bad luck.
Yeah.
It's like, it's an honor.
Yeah.
Hi.
Last two to surf with chicken
He's
die.
Good
like,
session.
don't-
Good wave.
Nobody
Really
surf
good.
with chicken.
Best
It was
wave.
so gnarly. Chicken went out. Someone died, and Chicken still went, dude.
Chicken went
Like,
back
oh,
out.
Very good.
I guess we're less sensitive than the Chinese people now. We're all like, they're terrible.
We've proved we're
Yeah.
assholes.
Chinese. people
Sorry,
are
China. Another thing we're better than you at.
Well, no. It gets me
great.
to
I'll tell you what
thinking-
Chinese people are good at though. They're really good at working. There was this great
Oh, that's
lady.
racist. That
Ping
sounds racist.
Ping.
Keep going.
No, Ping Ping. She was sweeping.
Oh, Ping Ping.
Ping Ping was sweeping my auntie's
Ping Ping was cleaning your
condo.
house?
No, her floor. She got the
Bing, bing,
the
ding,
janitor that sweeps up Eaton
Yeah.
Square, like the
Sounds like a
leaves on
legit
the
name.
ground. And she like just pulled her out, and it's like she didn't even offer. She offered her money, and she never even took it. She just did it for the goodness of her heart.
Well, that
That's
doesn't
a good
usually
worker.
happen. They usually
No,
there's
Chinese
usually a
are all about the
transaction.
money.
at the
She
end.
was
They're
re-
very
she didn't care.
transactional.
Well, when the war comes, I already got my two guys. So you guys, let me know when you get your two. And
Who's
know.
your two guys?
Ping
Your
Ping?
The
Chinese
we
friends?
fucking guys that died on the beach, dude? That was
Oh,
me.
You killed
I
him.
I was the first. I was the
That's
fucking-
patriotic of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was the what was the false flag? It was
Yeah.
me, dude. I did the fucking
I
sinking
think the
of the
CCP
Bismarck.
is listening to this, so be careful.
I'm surprised they didn't let you try and take a stab at it though. Like, do they not teach? Obviously, they don't
No,
teach CPR.
I'm trying
classes,
to.
right?
That's my, like addition to this.
I would've
event,
punched-
trying to get that going over there.
I would have punched his heart and just. Boom.
Well, I
Boom.
told him the big guy. I'm like,
Right in front of him.
big fucking.
No, you don't
did it.
tell him. Like you lost. Like you
I don't know
gotta
how to
just
say
go and
any of
do
this in
it.
Chinese.
Yeah, but
Like-
but you know,
No, they took me off.
Yeah, I think they-
jumped on the
you're
skinny guy
physically-
and they fucking ripped me off, dude. They're like, no, and I was all fucking like, what the fuck? I was just looking at everybody like, and they're all looking at me.
I
And I'm
think
like,
Skillet,
dude,
you
it's
really
fine.
wanted to give him mouth to mouth though, like a little.
Yeah,
I wanted to. I
You
wanted to.
probably
did.
look,
He
you
was-
look too horny.
Yeah, you shouldn't be licking your lips before you
Yeah.
do it.
If I could get the taint and his butthole, and then
They're like,
yeah, same time.
They're like, he's dead. You're like, no, if I twirl his tongue, he'll come back to life. It's a Western thing. I just
Maybe if
gotta-
you didn't have a bottle of baby oil in your
I think
hand.
my asshole is sensitive enough that I would
Yeah.
be resuscitated if
He
you
needs
wouldn't
to
even have
lick
to
my
fucking
ass.
give me any CPR. You just stick a little finger in my butt.
But-
I'd wake right the fuck up, dude.
But
Oh yeah.
when
like,
you're,
get the fuck out of here.
Better than
when you're
coffee.
talking about some of the techniques, it does remind me of my act. Like they think like hot and cold has a lot to do with it. So in that sense, they thought he needed to be like warmed up or something. Like they have these weird beliefs in hot
Yeah.
and cold. That's
Yeah,
like
they do.
huge.
Yeah.
Like that's everything. Like
Well,
so.
when the foreigners around, because I'm just around these areas that like these motherfuckers have never even seen a foreigner. So like when one's around and like something's happening, they usually are kind of like, okay, you just wait over there
Yeah.
for us. If it's even like events at the mall, if there's like I remember one time I was just sitting there watching this young girl sing, and like this
Was she
dude was
cute?
just like kind of yeah, she was like John Benet Ramsey cute.
Oh, girl.
Oh, Skillet, you're done in this
That's-
podcast. You're
Oh.
canceled, dude.
I want to talk about Buttafuoco too. That's another
Wait,
good
so
fucking
finish this story.
rapist
You're
that
in
we
a
all
mall.
wanna
You're in a
be.
mall.
Yeah.
Intrigued America. Yeah, well, there's just a young girl singing and some old guy's just looking at me like fucking, like a local guy here if you like stink item, but I could tell he just didn't want me. Like I shouldn't be witnessing this. I'm fucking the
Mhm.
flow up. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What did you do wrong?
I was just a tall foreigner standing there at like
Oh,
this.
Yeah.
These
Okay,
probably
yeah,
like
stuck out.
They don't
like
like
a
that,
school performance. at a
annoying.
mall.
And you were looking directly into her eye. You're not supposed to do that to the performers.
just kind of look away.
though. You had your giant boner too. That doesn't
They're
help
all
with
looking
your
at me
heart.
like, how big is this guy's fucking
Look
court?
at my space vertical. And no, it's like, but why are they?
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, that's annoying anywhere.
Yeah,
You probably
it happens
took,
everywhere.
like you take
Japan, everywhere.
He
Yeah.
was erect.
You the attention away. Like
So I try
made
to
it about you.
when I'm in public there and I like make eye contact with people, whatever. I always try to like fucking just do humble gestures.
That's
and
part of like
fucking-
in
you
white.
know. Is that bad? Maybe
no,
that's worse.
I think they only want you selling products. So like,
Yeah.
look at the white monkeys and
or
fucking
singing Guns N' Roses and Bon Jovi.
That's
Yeah.
why he's got to be a salesman. Like
Yeah,
that's his
You have
mission.
to be selling stuff.
Oh, whenever I'm talking to people, like, there's my van. It's like a 2003 Toyota Previa.
Dude,
You
get
know,
really
and
good
I'm like
at
wearing
sales.
no fashion clothes because
I want to
all
see
about
Skillet like
fashion.
hot sales, like just hot. Like
Yeah.
these
Mm.
numbers just fucking cook the books.
I could see that.
They,
Girls-
skyrocket.
all you need to do there to get laid is just like wear like a suit around and like you just have ass all over you.
I
It's
heard-
probably
I
true
heard
everywhere, but
China-
definitely China.
I heard China's a good place to get a suit.
How much does it
Like,
cost to get a
nice
suit?
suit.
You can get a nice tailored suit in
How much?
China for
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah, get like $700.
$100.
Yeah.
But you got to
Like,
spend a couple
tailored.
hours like
1,000.
because they'll try to just be like, oh yeah, it's fine, and then you'll like one sleeve is longer, so you got to spend a couple hours and really go through the suit.
My left arm is longer than my right arm.
because you're just basically paying for this lady.
You got to
like,
oversee
her
everything,
time.
yeah.
An hour, 2 hours maybe is like,
Yeah.
20 or $30. The materials maybe 20, $30, and then the shop takes 20.
Do they
$30,
do they
so-
measure the
everything.
everything?
Yeah, yours will be. They'll lift it.
Yeah.
They'll
We got
touch
some
it.
nice
They
suits.
can.
My brother got me some fucking really nice suits.
I like it a little higher crotch to emphasize.
Like a snug bowl.
You're so tall too; it'd be right near their mouths. Most of them.
Yeah.
This little pack.
It'd be like-
Come down and bite it. Yeah.
Egg roll.
Yang, 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 yang. Yang, 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 yang. I was gonna get you
Lap
beer.
chung.
One of us needs to
Mm.
volunteer to go buy beer
Dude, get the Uber beer.
There's
There's
gotta
ready
be
to take
Uber.
away
or something to drink.
our steam.
You don't
I
have nothing in
swallowed-
your house. I almost brought my Stellas. I had a few Stellas.
What
I had some Lagunitas too. I forgot to bring them.
We haven't drank in a while.
Well, there's just something to not like
Oh,
trying
water.
to just no. Well, a beer would be nice, just or a seltzer, just because
Would
it
you like
matches
an
the
Arnold
environment.
Palmer?
But we're talking so much, we're probably losing about 4 ounces of water every
That's
5
true.
minutes.
You need like 2 liters
I spit at least a liter a fucking minute, so
to
Mm.
recuperate the water. I heard that like your gut takes up like all these different organs in your body.
I don't know. I don't
This one
believe.
takes 0.3. This one takes 0.5.
Does it?
I don't believe the recent gut stuff where like, oh, your gut is your brain.
Reed says Dagger without Don Jolly is nothing.
Don
my God.
Jolly fan. Don Jolly, yeah.
End this live stream immediately.
Was that what
Oh, Don
Thank
Jolly
you, Sneed.
lives on.
Dude,
Don
none of these
Jolly's
people in
right.
this stream even know who Don Jolly is, so just
No,
chill,
those
bro.
guys do.
Yeah. I know
I don't
Don
know who
Jolly
they
in
are.
person. I can tell you some Don Jolly stories.
Sneed was a.
I heard he's not in good favors with him and Matt.
They hate each other.
Well,
Don Jolly, no, they're friends, dude.
No, they hate each other.
No, he's
Yeah.
he blocked him.
Yeah.
Again? Well, they did
Mhm.
like each other for a while, and then I don't
They
know,
talk.
dude.
You know what?
Nah.
Matt didn't have time to hear Don Jolly's woes,
Yeah.
and he took it as a offense.
Well,
I
nobody,
could see that though. I could see that happening. So,
nobody's really important in the fucking internet. It's your personal life and relationships that are important.
people are
so-
busy, you know, and it's like
We
Yeah.
hijacked Dagger just because
I don't care what this.
somehow
fucking
we forgot the
gets.
password for
Yeah.
our fucking YouTube, and then
we are gonna change the name.
we still like Noan and all
you,
those guys.
you know what,
to
Sneed?
fucking-
We were trying to make this podcast just for you, and it's crushing us that you don't like it.
yeah, that's the name.
a-
I'm gonna
Sneed,
rename it.
like,
This comment.
I really wanted you to like this. I made it just for you.
What time is it?
You
there?
fucking piece of shit. I don't give a fuck what you think.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just kidding.
What a bad host. Right
It's
there.
got to be like
Terrible.
4 in the morning, 3, 4 in the
Yeah.
morning over there.
I'm just kidding, Sneed. Keep watching. I love you.
Sneed O'Connor.
Well, actually, he's listening because there's not much visual. We have Jesus cover.
Yeah.
That's my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
one. That's my favorite one.
yeah.
Just leave it up there.
Well, we were talking about getting like an 8 to mini, and we could do like video.
Yeah, or just
Transitions
any.
and
You're
whatever.
no, just do like one camera.
Evan,
and-
Evan Lowe, he's here. We can bring him in. Fucking.
We just need one.
we need like
camera.
5 cameras.
You just need one camera.
Who needs 5?
I want to.
fucking
We should do
cameras?
nobody.
No,
We should do an overhead.
3.
One overhead camera. Nobody's done that. I think that would be cool.
I do want this
Overhead.
surveillance cam. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Just
I want to
use your
use
ring-
an
where's
actual.
your ring camera?
Yeah,
Go get
ring
your
camera.
Fucking ring camera.
I'm gonna do it right now.
No one's that impressed.
Someone's gonna go to
that
the
we have
store,
sound
somebody's
tonight.
gonna-
They're impressed with some video. I will say. Like,
Yeah.
No one's like, "Hey,
Do they want to see?
did
what
you
we
hear
look like?
that latest audio? It was very.
I do.
crisp.
No,
Who's
people
the
do.
Audio
Oh my God.
live
I listened to
stream.
the-
Very 2024.
But
Very.
Who's the black comedian that?
Which
died?
one?
Steve Harvey,
No,
Black comedian.
Chris
no,
Rock,
but the one that we've been on lately.
Kevin
we played him
Hart.
on YouTube.
Patrice O'Neill.
Yes,
Yeah.
Patrice
Oh.
O'Neill.
Big
Like I'll
black.
listen to his, and it's just his because he did a radio.
Oh, I
show.
love that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's all I
O
listen
and A,
to. I
yeah.
prefer. I don't need video.
I love.
but
that.
YouTube does like better that you have some video with your.
Yeah, they don't like this
Oh, yeah.
is you have a screen there, and when the screen is of a picture, of a video screen as a picture, it means you're not utilizing it very well.
Yeah, well, baby step. I mean, this. Look at all this.
Baby
fucking shit.
steps.
Yeah.
Because Sneed
KTH is no
Sneed couldn't
video.
look us in the face and say that to us.
You can see this cat.
If I was looking into the camera, I
he
was like,
wouldn't check.
"Oh, Sneed,
would've
is that
said
what
that?
you really think? You little piece of shit."
Well, nobody would
Huh?
really read
I'm
the
fucking
chat.
staring at you, you loser.
It's something we've always done.
I
that
will
nobody
stare him
likes.
down. I'll put
Nobody likes
Yeah.
Chad Reed unless
Pull
you're
your
paying
dick
for
out
it.
It's
and whip it
easy. He
around.
don't see how big I am either. He doesn't know what I'm
Yeah.
packing.
Who are you, Mark Levin?
And I'm the
I'm
small.
6'3".
I'm 6'3", and I'm the small guy here.
He's fucking
Sneed.
John Bobbitt.
I'm a little pussy here.
You
okay?
are the smallest.
I
one here.
am. I'm a little.
6'3".
I'm a little baby out here. That's what you're dealing with.
You fucking
So
tiny.
go keep worshiping your beta cuck Don Jolly.
Don't make fun of Don
Fuck,
Jolly.
I did it.
Sweet Don Jolly.
I mean, for
He's jealous.
literary.
I have
Baby
a
Don
I have a
Jolly.
theology degree from
Oh,
NYU.
look at him! Look at him!
I went to NYU.
Oh,
with
Oh, I want to see a
theology
debate
degree.
between Dave,
Dave and Don Jolly
Don
over
Jolly.
religion.
I'd
That'd be
crush
great.
him.
I think he'd win.
I would crush.
It'd
Dude,
be
it's on.
the
Shots
end-
fired.
well, if it's not Christianity or Catholicism, he might win.
Right, who cares?
Yeah.
Let's
I actually
set
don't
that
want to
up.
hear that.
I just like the
Now
fact
that I
that
think about
Sneed
that-
is getting upset.
Well, I
like
think
child.
It
porn
would be cool to
predators.
get Don Jolly out of
Yeah, yeah.
get him back in the spotlight.
come
over
back.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting called out, Don Jolly. You theological.
Let's
By-
wake up
by
Don
a
Jolly.
nobody.
He's a theological
You have,
midget.
you have everything to lose, and I only have something to gain.
That's
Don
right.
Jolly.
Dave's like the new Whitney Webb,
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but it
Who's
sounds
Whitney
good.
Webb?
like a fucking conspiracy and
Hmm.
political, financial and
I
shit.
speak on truth.
She did a lot of Epstein stuff.
I
A lot of
speak
Epstein
on
stuff.
truth.
The case is closed.
The thing is, if you're a theology major, it doesn't teach you how to like understand the Bible or any sort of like. It just teaches you about different religions and how to think
True.
about them. So it's not like
It's not like he actually believes.
you just learn a
Jesus.
bunch of bullshit about.
I'm sure
different
he's got a lot
religions.
to teach us.
No, I think, dude,
Jesus would frown on.
Guarantee-
theology.
Guarantee fucking
I guarantee you that Don Jolly is smarter than all of us. But I
Not
guarantee,
me.
But I guarantee you that
Speak
he's
for
not.
yourself.
No, fuck.
I'm
Don,
just
shut
kidding.
Up. I'm smarter than you.
He'd probably drown at He'd probably drown at
But
Sandy Beach.
he's not as
None of us would.
wise. He,
We don't know that. You know,
What
I
do you
never
have?
even talked to
Don
Don
Jolly.
Jolly.
Holly's always drowned at
We
Sandy
should
Beach.
bring him to Hawaii.
To be honest, our only
I know we want.
our only interactions
come.
were because Matt was in between.
I'll-
and
I'll-
you know, Matt
I'll house
ruins
Don
everything.
Jolly.
he never liked.
I will
me.
house Don Jolly.
You'll house Don Jolly.
Yeah, if
he
he
has
comes
money
here.
now, dude. He's rich.
Well, then maybe he doesn't need.
Well,
it.
then
You
he
don't
is
need you.
smarter than.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying is like
You simp.
I'm
Money
gonna.
simp. over
Never
here.
mind, I give up. He wins.
But
Oh, he's
imagine
richer
that.
than me. Oh, he's better than me.
But Don, staying here, and then Matt came on vacation too at the same time.
Oh, and they fight. They fucking
We should have
Oh,
a.
my God.
Just
Like,
confrontation.
it'd be like, hey, one of you
Super
gets to
hot.
sleep here tonight. Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Waikiki hotel rooms are $400. None of you guys can afford that. Who's sleeping on a bed tonight?
2 men enter,
Is
1
it
man
bad?
leaves.
You
Or
fucking
Don
roofie.
Jolly.
You just like slip both of them like 10 tabs of fucking acid in their fucking
Easy
drink.
P Diddy.
And have them fight each other. So I start fucking.
Yeah.
On Waikiki Beach, just like right at the
They
Duke
just
statue.
make out.
Disgusting.
Turns
man.
into a beautiful love scene on Waikiki Beach.
That'd be the next dagger cover right there.
That's a dagger story right there.
That'll bring
We
dagger
wanted to do
back.
that. We wanted to do the Dagger House Hawaii like series.
like real world.
We
Yeah,
wanted to do
well,
Well,
Sam,
Matt has a
Sam
script.
Hyde did that.
So,
you can't
well,
do that.
actually,
we were
it
gonna do
started.
it first.
Or wait, so
Dude,
it started.
we were gonna do
I
everything
know
first.
you had the
Here,
idea.
were.
Let me tell you guys a little backstory on the Don Jolly Matt rift.
Ooh.
So it started with a phone call. Matt was in Home Depot getting some sculpture.
The
Some
most recent riff,
unimportant shit.
Yeah, sculpture.
Doesn't have
equipment
time
or
for
whatever.
a friend. Yeah, go on.
Equipments, but Don Jolly was out. He was telling him about his script idea. He's like, I have this idea for a movie. I have money. I'm gonna produce it. Let me tell you about it. And
Good for
and
him.
Matt was trying to figure out this sculpture thing, like project, and he just didn't give him the time. Of,
Fuck it, I'm working with Don
Yeah.
Jolly.
You should.
He's a
need
great
Matt.
writer.
I
I
am.
do like his writing.
Don
and
Jolly,
his-
reach
yeah.
out to Donnie D, baby. Let's do it. I got the money too. We both got money. We don't even need these losers. We don't need any of them.
Yeah.
no, you do need us because look
Nah,
at how sad you are without us.
I'm just kidding.
No, you can't do it.
Don
without
Jolly.
Matt. You're
He's
saying
too
without
far
Matt.
away. He's in Austin, Texas.
He's successful.
Although he's got me and him.
He's
need
got
some
money, though.
barbecue together.
Hey, I think there could be some potential.
He's got a
there.
motorcycle too. I heard.
Sweet.
Those are real.
Who's the owner of the Mavericks? He sold it.
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban. Did he ever have like a partner, like another equal, like the duo?
Yeah. he
Just
did.
imagine that. Well, who was it?
I don't know, but he had a partner.
No,
Crypto
but
guy.
like say like the two of them met up, like it's it never worked out though.
Probably some of those crypto guys, Winklevoss twins, and
I'm just saying, like theoretically, it wouldn't work
2009.
out, right? If Mark
were
Cuban
all-
and another like successful.
No,
Rich.
it would.
No, because Mark Cuban is too egotistical.
No,
He's
but
too-
the problem between me
arrogant.
and Don Jolly is we have complete
you never come
different
to a
interests.
yeah. You would never
Like,
come to a agreement.
I
on
don't dislike, but I don't watch any Star Wars.
No, yeah,
I've
that's
never
what.
picked
Yeah,
up a
Well, you're not
comic
gonna
book.
podcast. He's gonna write a movie, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna fucking have a.
I'm gonna say, hey,
Be
your movie
yourself in it.
sounds
That's what-
gay.
that's what like this Sneed guy. He wants us to like break down the new Transformers kids movie, and we're
No.
just not.
And some
gonna,
gay,
you
no,
know,
some gay anime
and
from
some
1990s.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
and like
They're
post
really into
pictures of
Japanese.
cute
Wait,
They're
like,
jocking the
kids.
Japanese
con-
culture.
I will
and
review it. It
fucking-
all sucks. All that shit.
Yeah.
It's all
sucks.
brainwash. Yeah.
Dude, these
It's all
What do you want us to tell
bullshit.
you?
It's
Like
a
where
bunch-
they fucking
Yeah.
tell you to go worship Satan? Or
Go-
what?
if you're
Clean
reading
your room.
if you're reading anime and playing video games like all the time, like it's fun
Well,
sometimes,
because these.
but
dude,
you're the male version of a cat lady.
No. These
That's
guys have a barrier in between themselves and Asian culture. They meet someone like Matt. They're like, I finally met a fucking Japanese guy, and we're
a cool Japanese
dude.
guy. Yeah.
He likes the same stuff I do. Whoa, it's not.
I
We're from
know.
Hawaii, where we have the integration.
I like
we
this
the wall
Japanese
is, like,
angle. We could
broken
talk about
here.
Japan.
Nah,
Wherever,
screw that.
China,
No.
anywhere.
I'm actually like
China,
sick of
Korea,
Japanese,
right? You're a
people.
Korean expert,
Me
right,
too.
Donald?
No, I don't know. shit
No,
about
Wait,
that.
why are you sick of Japanese people?
I'm sick of them because they just all have a fish face. They
Oh,
all-
that's
No.
kind of
like
There's
the
kinda like
corner of their
something-
mouth goes down all the time. It's like a
Okay,
frown, and they're
okay.
always like
okay.
they just look like they're all like judging
They're
and
different,
fish
yeah.
face.
They might as well be Germans.
They're very racist. They're far
They
and away
are.
the most
an
racist
isolationist.
people on earth.
Yeah, they are.
They continued what the Germans did
If
to
any-
this day.
They are
Yeah.
Nazis.
If any white people are
still
out there
are.
thinking that like
That's why
you're
you
gonna
need
be
a
embraced
hoppa.
by the Japanese, you're
You
not.
need that
But
hoppa.
they think you're a hairy monkey.
And that's what I like about it, because when I'm there, it's like a fuck you.
You know,
It's
I
like,
Piss on that.
they're like, you'll
I
never
like
be,
it.
and I think I never want to be you.
Yeah,
I don't want to
exactly.
be you.
Like, yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to eat your food.
Yeah, I want to appreciate all the culture. Like the Japanese are like the French. Like you just
They
want to
are.
drop a
You spray on
neutron
there?
bomb
You
on
do.
them.
They do.
You
have the
just
French.
want to you want to kill all the people, but preserve the culture and the architecture.
Yeah, that's
But-
all whack. The architecture's from the 1980s. Everything's crumbling, and the culture is all homogenized into the city fucking nightlife, anime.
No,
pop
they
culture.
still got. That's what I like about them. They're technically stuck in the 80s and 90s, but that's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful time
because
period.
You don't. What the worst part about traveling is you go and every place is the same. They're 2024. You know, they have.
I
They have
actually
birria
like.
tacos. They got
Yeah, I like
pizza,
Period tacos.
and you're like, okay, it's
Dude, you
2024.
like this
I like the
Tacos from,
nostalgia.
like,
I like how they like nostalgia.
Yeah, they respect the past, but they're
They
also
do.
racist. You know, so
Well, because they're empty. They're like empty
Well,
vassals. Of
That's a
like,
stereo. That's like a broad.
Buddha,
too broad of
fucking
a-
Tao.
No, they are. They don't even like their own kind of
Darwinism.
people. They don't like
think their shit
Okinawans.
Well-
don't stink, and their shit doesn't
No, no,
stink.
no, no. They
stinks.
it's-
They're
They know
crazy.
that it's
because they have the
offensive.
best toilet.
Their shit
Donald,
does not.
the last
stink.
couple of years, I swear to fucking God, it's weird.
No,
The last couple of years,
Skillet, you're
dude,
thinking
there's a
of
poopy
China.
smell.
No,
in
that's
a lot
China.
Of public. No,
No,
in Japan.
Is there
No, there's
is there
not.
serial
Poopy
poopers?
smell.
I will
now.
investigate because I was the one who
the
mentioned
last
the
2
poopy
years, dude?
smell.
They didn't have it before. Now there's just like poopy smell everywhere.
Anytime
I
you
swear.
go
my
somewhere-
wife agreed with me. She's like, "Yeah, there's a
Where
poopy
was
smell.
There's
it?
probably it's probably in the
Tokyo,
water.
Osaka.
They're probably spraying poop.
They changed maybe something with
clouds.
their septic.
Bad plumbing.
It's the P trap or the little traps. Yeah.
It's probably global engineer weathering.
No,
with poop
but
particles.
I think I still think you're incorrect. I still got hints when I went to Tsukiji Fish Market,
they
there was a
recycle the
squat
poop into
toilet,
the air.
and then there was the shit smell.
And
But
in the
you get
city,
way
They
less
have
of the shit
vents
smell.
everywhere.
Dude, I was in Mexico.
Oh, that must be
Funnel the
fucking
methane
awful.
out.
And the fucking smell of methane came up, and I'm like,
everywhere.
take me back.
It's
And that's
good.
what gets people sick.
It's very good for you.
Yeah,
Dude,
Mexico's
food-
a sick. Fucking
You
Nothing
know,
like a shit
that's
massage
what really
facial.
gets you sick.
I could never go to Mexico and be fine. I've been there, but it's
I
just
don't believe in food poisoning.
It's the ancient
water. The water
remedy,
there.
man.
No.
You got to rub
I
your
think
face
you can
in
taste
in
and you'll
poop,
spit out
mud,
anything bad. But
dirt.
I think it's
It's all
in
all
the
good.
air. I do.
it's everywhere.
Could be wrong.
They know. The Indians
Because you
figured
wouldn't
it
eat
out.
something rotten. You'd spit it out. You go, this is that.
Unless there's enough spice on it.
That's true. But that is true.
Well,
Indian
if-
food would give it to
If
you.
your
If,
whole world is shitty or smelling like shit, then you're not. Like that's a good fucking buffer for you. You can be shitty too.
yeah, they're disgusting.
You know?
It's just not meant for the
India too,
healthy
dude.
Western
That's what I'm talking
body.
about. Like India,
The
like
Western
India's a-
body isn't healthy. Haven't you listened to RFK?
yeah,
Whoa.
but they're shitty
I'll
on the
tell you one
outside
thing.
though.
It's
We're
a
shitty
different-
on the inside. They're shitty on the outside.
You'd rather have a vaccine than some of the African diseases that are down there
That's
lingering. You know, not to say I'm for them, but
Dude,
there's some
India,
gross things
India,
down there.
everything that's white is like slightly red, just from
dirt.
skin, like skin.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
skin
yeah.
cells, and like
Mm.
everything has
yeah,
a
they sit.
little taste of red
Oil.
to it.
How
Skin.
dark is it
It's
in
fucking
Africa?
gross,
Yeah.
dude. Even the airplane, like the bathroom, there's like a
You
little
kicked my
red
dog.
everywhere.
Did you see the Bald and Bankrupt is the YouTube vlogger
Yeah,
guy?
You showed me him.
He just went to India and he's in
Whoa.
major trouble. He went there and he declared it. He's like, dude, this country is disgusting. I used to live in Delhi. He went to New Delhi and he's like, it's disgusting. It's terrible. The whole country of India wrote all these articles against him, and he stood by it. He's like, listen, I went there. I showed you the video. It's gross.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, you
deal
just
with
go there and shit like 3
Yeah.
times a day. Every time you
Oh.
eat, you just have to find
Yeah.
the toilet.
it. Do not.
Like even the hotel food, you're just like, oh god.
If you go to India,
God.
what you do is you spend like
You
what
don't throw up
what
there.
would cost like
It's so weird.
an expensive vacation in Arizona. You spend like 200 night
Well, 'cause you gotta stay at a
hotel,
nice hotel.
and you get
Yeah.
treated so well. You'd literally get to step on people as you walk to the bathroom. You get to step on the backs of little
Stop.
servants and walk over things. I swear, you get treated so well. Like that's the only way to do
Probably
it.
that place in Ukraine are just the most fucking awful fucking places. Like
Shithole country.
it's just
India is filthy.
Yeah.
It's just-
They worship cow shit.
And you know, all the things falling apart are
Right.
British
You're
things they built.
Yeah, it's none
Yeah.
of the new Indian stuff they
No,
built. Yeah.
I mean the cities are getting more advanced.
They do have
and
new
more-
shit.
They have
it's
old
changing.
temples that are badass though. That are
Yeah.
Yeah, filled
I mean,
with
yeah, it's
dirty
filled with
monkeys
dirty
and
people.
rats.
China was the same way. When I first went to Shanghai, they were still dumping sewage into the whatever Yellow River right there
Yeah.
that goes through the city. And now it's like there's no shit anymore. Like places evolve, and India will evolve, but I don't know, man.
I bet
Did you
there's
hear
a
this-
whole bunch of shit in the Bund skill.
There's still
It's
obviously.
disgusting.
I surf next to those
Oh
rivers.
my goodness.
During after rain, and I'm still,
Makes you
After
strong.
rain.
I'm still here. Now they've cleaned up. The government spends a lot. They have like little sifting boats that go everywhere and sift trash.
For
They
sure.
have fucking crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
that river basically is like, probably half the country's fucking sewage is like going down that river. But every
Think about
steakhouse-
these light bulbs that they screw in the water balls into the roof and they just make light.
I have no idea. I don't know.
You
about
didn't see
shit.
that?
No, I don't watch any of that. I just see like,
We need video.
People getting
for this shit,
electrocuted.
dude.
but now you need cesspools. Like our factory, my brother's new little mountain like lake house place.
Cesspools are like
You
a
have to do
cesspools are banned in the U.S.
whatever,
because they're like
septic.
outdated.
septics.
No, they're
whatever.
not.
Septics.
They're not
whatever.
They're not banned, but
outdated.
they're outdated. You can't
No,
build a
they're-
new home with a cesspool.
Yeah,
unless you
but
live
that's
in
just
Big Island.
government.
Those do
Schools
it
are
anyway.
bad.
That's true.
They're not the.
They just
They
if you
can
know,
be
it's a
bad. They have
government-
been.
If you're in like an area, if you put a cesspool in Kaimaki, it'd be a terrible.
There's a lot of
situation.
bad examples of cesspools out there. in the
I could
past.
sell the little
There's a reason.
the little Lowe's Home Depot
No.
pellets for cesspools. I could sell that shit out in China because they don't have that shit yet. They have their own little mix, but it doesn't do anything. The ones that we have somehow is like a mint bacteria or some kind of bacteria that just smells like piney. And yeah, they love that. I could sell that shit there,
Yeah.
but there's always these little hustles. That's the things you need to watch.
You want to
out
be
for
in the
China.
business of parasites.
Yeah,
Mm.
sure. Yeah, why not?
Well,
We should sell parasites. That'd be profitable.
I think we already do. Basically, all of us
Just like a mix of parasites. Parasite mix.
make products of.
And it smells great.
Weight loss.
It's got its own smell.
empty.
Empty. We need a
What
refill.
the hell? Where's
Yeah,
your-
where's the?
I think we got to take a pause and like
where's
it's
your-
We're just
where's
gonna
your
keep
cigars? Yeah, where's your cigarettes? and
Did we
that?
get any other comments after we laced into the last
No.
one?
Nah, it's like
No,
5
but
in the morning.
That's pretty surprising for the first like few minutes to just get in the middle of the night there.
That's not going to be the judge because if you don't stream for no one knows, hey, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and hope that they're streamed. You
Mhm.
know, it's not how it goes.
Poor guy.
Consistency.
And-
guy
and-
I
woke-
hate giving the same speech over.
He
and over.
woke up in the middle of the night hoping Don Jolly was here, and he got us.
you gotta
Poor
alert-
That was like 5 years ago,
I
though. dude. This
know.
guy's like,
Yeah,
way
actually, hey,
fucking
we got
late,
Sam
dude.
Hyde in studio. It's Don Jolly and Sam Hyde. Stay tuned, everybody. They're both coming in, and they're going to
Yeah.
talk about the one video they did on YouTube.
He did a
They're
video with
gonna
Sam
really
Hyde.
Go, yeah, he did. He hung out with Sam Hyde.
Yeah.
Like, Don Jolly did. He wrote Sam Hyde's book.
He did.
Yeah,
Don Jolly is a
yeah.
smart
That's why
and
Matt
talented
Matt
man.
blew it. Matt, we had
Holy
this superstar, this
Yeah.
sensitive, beautiful superstar we needed to work with.
He was
And
like a
Matt-
smart Luke Combs.
Yes, he was a tortured genius, and Matt was this insensitive slave master.
Well,
I'm
wasn't
making it up.
Don Jolly was living
I have no idea.
living at his house, right?
Don Jolly
Yeah.
was living in his house, pissing
he
and
helped him,
things,
yeah.
and that was probably. I mean, you pissed in my fucking pictures, man.
That's
You're
not cool.
pissing in my.
Yeah, those guys like to pee and things. Yeah.
Don Jolly said, "I worked you."
Well,
through
there's no
your
bathroom in his
problems,
studio.
man."
Yeah, I remember. I was there. Yeah. It's fucking-
Really, they just fucking.
There's just a bunch of
smoked
rats.
weed in their little dungeon all day.
Like if I pissed in something, I kind of want to dump it out right away. I can't really like put it. It's like when that guy died and I left the beach. Like I can't really like
Yeah.
leave something with piss next, like near me anywhere. I gotta get it out.
if it's cold, you don't want to go far though. I had this in.
I mean, if I was like in Alaska, I could understand that.
I
Or, like,
started peeing in a
that's-
jug in Boston a couple times because the bathroom was just so cold getting
Mhm.
up at night. It
Yeah.
would just like reset you. You couldn't go back to sleep. So it was like,
When I lived in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dorms, a lot of people had a Gatorade bottle
Oh,
they'd
piss
piss
bucket.
into because you didn't want to walk down the hall in the middle of the
Yeah.
night.
we all
Just
got
I
our
don't like
reasons
papers.
for our piss buckets. Don't
Piss
be
balls.
judging, man. Don Jolly ain't judging you.
I ain't dudging you.
Dudge. Can you get me that thing of American Spirits? That little pack of Lou you had, man?
I gotta see.
Daddy,
you wanna see?
yo.
Anything else?
Oh, skillet in the club.
Salute.
Is that Japanese? That's one thing you do buy.
Korean. Koreans are a little better. Japanese.
I
are
do
good.
want to go. Korea's a
Hong Kong is the best. They have that little sticky seal thing in there. Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong. They have like a little seal sticky thing, so it always stays sealed when you close it.
Let's go ahead and rate all the Asians. Our top. We're gonna do a list. I'm gonna tell you all the Asians. Hang on. That we get
well,
to
there's
choose.
none at the top.
Guess
Obviously.
who's not included? And they would have been.
There's a bunch at the
No,
bottom.
I'm not including the anyways Indians. They're already. They're not Asians, and they would have been at the bottom list. Anyway.
What are
So
they?
they're Asians by category, Dave. Do they look like Asians to you?
No.
Do they look and talk or smell or sound like Asians to you?
Well, sorry, Turkish.
Well,
Then they're not Asians.
No,
okay,
they're-
you know what an Asian is with your white eyes.
A lot of Russians, Turkish,
Round
they're all
eye.
Yeah, right.
Asian.
You can
You know what an Asian is,
So-
right?
Asian? No, it's something else. They're like little.
Well,
aliens.
it's not. Yeah.
They're brown. They're not black. I
There's
don't
so
get
many though. Turkish. There's a lot of white people. That
it.
are
Yeah,
Asian.
Turkish or Middle East.
They're like the Malay.
But hang on, I'm gonna give
They're
you the
like the
Asians.
Malay,
We should wait for James.
actually.
I'm gonna give you the Asians, and we're gonna
So
slowly. rate-
Muslims are Asians, right?
No,
Middle East.
right.
That means
I
they're in the
get
middle
it.
of
I
the
get
East.
it.
They're not at the
Skillet.
fucking.
I get
That's
what
not
you're trying to
true.
say, but you know, and I know, if you look at a Muslim, it's not an Asian. It's clearly a desert person, Middle Easterner.
Well, China
whatever
has
you want
those,
to call them.
those type too.
No, those are Asians.
Uyghurs and shit.
They can try and hide, and those are Muslims.
Even a lot of the not Nepalese and
Listen,
all the,
we're not talking about the mixes. They don't
those
count.
middle countries in Southeast Asia. There's a lot of
Stands.
Caucasian sandy looking.
They don't count. We're not talking about mixes. We're talking about actual nations here.
Not the ones the Mongols fucked.
So I'm going to include the Indonesians.
So
in with
basically,
all the-
Southeast Asia.
Yeah, all the Southeast Asians are going to be
Yeah.
a category. Listen, all the Southeast Asians, that's one.
Mhm.
Korea gets its own. Japan gets its own.
Southeast Asia is complex, man.
No, we're
'Cause the
not
Muslim
going.
influence.
Korean
No.
culture comes from Chinese culture.
Cambodia
and Japanese
Myanmar.
culture
Doesn't
comes from
matter. We're
Korean
talking
culture.
about 2024.
No, you
And I
can't
mean-
just make up your own rules.
And I'm including the Philippine Finos, even though they're questionably Asian, but they're Asian. They're clearly.
They're Asian.
They came from the
They're
Han
Malay.
Chinese.
They're Malay.
yeah. They're
No,
more
they're not
Indian.
even Malay.
Indo-Chinese. They are
The Filipinos had a
Indo-Chinese.
different indigenous group. There's tons of indigenous
No.
in those islands there, still discovered to this day.
I know my wife's.
Well, the Hakka, they're all in Taiwan. They're all over the place too. They're all, yeah, even Okinawa and all that have the Hakka.
All right, so
well, the
give us-
Hawaiians,
South
the
China has the
Hawaiians
Hakka.
came. The Hawaiians came from the Philippines, from Southeast Asia.
No, the Philippines went to Hawaii.
So
Maybe
we
they're
have
from
some
Dragon.
things to judge them on, and it's going to be an overall. First is success. That's one category. Second is, you guys can help me too. I haven't thought of all these. Second is kindness and just
Oh
niceness.
God, what a terrible category.
Or maybe let's call, what would it say, personality.
okay.
And third,
Welcoming culture.
yeah, third is personality. Second is like demeanor, and first is how successful they are. And then we're gonna kind of
We're talking about like tribes or something? Or people? What
just
Types of
ranking.
Asians.
types of Asians? Oh, okay.
You don't know. We don't have to do this.
I mean,
Give me a list.
I mean, like personally,
Skillet, you're gonna put China at the first, which is fine. Go ahead,
No.
give me your list. Rank them. You're gonna put Japan at the bottom. Go ahead and tell me your list. All right.
Indians are more successful.
Indians aren't on the list. We already discussed this.
I'm
man.
just saying. I think it's a shame that they're not because they're the most successful.
I think Japanese and Chinese are just as successful, if not more.
Okay. Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Japan's just basically like the first offshoot of China, the first like rebel group that like was like, we're fucking out of here, we're doing our own thing over there, just like Taiwan, just like fucking anywhere, any like
No,
of
with
the
the Japan
enclaves.
thing, it happened so long ago that China wasn't
2,000
even
years.
China wasn't even close to like they were so feudal that it was kind of like back then people couldn't govern an entire giant country, so it was just like nothing. It was just like
Well, the first Japanese were
every
the-
once in a while of some guys on horses came by and raped and pillaged you and declared you the
Do you know who the
country.
first Japanese were?
The Ainu.
Wu-Tang Clan, the Wu,
I don't know.
near Shanghai. Yeah, the Wu.
The
They were the
Wu?
first, and then some like famous Japanese like scholar went there like 100 years later, and he found people, and they said they're from the fucking Wu.
But then again, Skillet, this is
But then there's-
called
but-
Chinese
Hold on,
history.
hold on,
you're
hold on.
referencing right now.
It's the same
Yeah.
as
I think
Taiwan
called
too. There's also
Chinese-
the Aboriginals though.
Yeah,
there's
Formosa.
Aboriginal
I know that, yeah.
Japanese
I knew.
too.
There-
Yeah.
They look
Taiwan,
like
that
the
too.
Eskimo.
Taiwan was called Formosa. It was a whole
Formosa. Well,
different
that's
country.
Portuguese, or no, sorry.
Yeah, but
the
it was
Dutch,
like
the
it was
Dutch.
already known that it was a nation before the Chinese went there
Way,
and took
yeah.
it over. Japan also, but you can't track when Japan left to China. It's not really trackable. We just know it happened. It's not in the books. By the time Japanese realized they were Japanese, it was like, you know.
But they were basically Han. Like,
Well, we
a
know they all-
modern day Han.
we can tell because they all look us the
Yeah.
same. That's the biggest giveaway. I
Korea,
mean, and
Korea
they
is
do
like the
look
same too, because it was
Exactly.
just
They all
squeezed.
look the same. It doesn't take a genius
But
to figure that out.
it was
Yeah, you can
squeezed.
tell the difference.
Yeah.
that's
I
for
mean,
sure.
like the people on the western coast of America versus the people in the Pacific and Hawaii. You know, they're from a different part of the world. You know.
But when you're in China, you're traveling around, you see how people were like squeezed this way, squeezed that way, almost like there was like a body of water through them.
a land
it's
bridge.
just- and big fucking kingdoms that just like were
Who
fucking
knows, man?
pillaging, and like so they all squeezed.
But we
this
know
way.
they all have their unique cultures and differences now,
Yeah.
and that's what we're gonna.
Well, then
focus on
China's
really
even-
quickly.
China's definitely number one on my list because they are the most like diversified.
There we go. I knew China's number
They're the
one on
most
list.
diversified.
Guaranteed. Okay.
They're not only Han.
They're perfect.
They're like
They're
there's
great.
like the Muslim. There's like these little monkey.
They might
Southeast
lose a
Asian
few
Hakka.
points in demeanor, though, right?
They lose.
They might
in
lose
demeanor.
a lot of points
But
in demeanor.
overall, you know, because
Because I mean, they're not exactly known as the most friendly, the most
Wait,
joyous.
and we're
people.
the
taking-
Vietnamese are very
They're
friendly.
Southeast Asian, man.
We
Yeah,
Nobody's
gotta
trying to
judge
pick
them on
around.
their dance. Like they do their little dance with the moving like
You're
sticks,
right.
and then they
Alright.
like who has the best one of those? Because they all
the
have
Chinese
it,
some
and it's like
great
there's
fucking
different.
mountain, fucking like brain dead culture of like fucking chanting and fucking blowing whistles through your nose and fucking doing
All the voodoo shit.
walking on your fucking hands and knees for like miles and miles to prove yourself, like weird, like retarded shit that we would just never do.
Is this in China?
Yeah. this is
My
weird
do
shit.
our own
acupuncturist
weird
had some
shit.
weird things to tell me. He's like, you gotta sleep. I said, how should I sleep? He said, oh, you sleep on your back. Everybody sleep on your back. You sleep on your back. When people are dead, they sleep
Told
on
you
their
sleep
back.
on your
I
back.
said, well, that's not great.
No, like on the
science.
ground though.
I'm
like
like, yeah,
they're
they're
like sleeping on
dead.
the ground, the most hardest thing
It's-
you can find.
I don't think that has to do with. I think that has to do with how the coffin.
You
is
you
set.
want to be
Yeah.
dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
You want to be
Yeah.
dead when you sleep.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And then he's
You're-
big fixation on the hot and the cold. He's like, no.
Yeah, dude.
Cold. He said,
Oh,
but don't lean your head
hell, dude.
too far back. You need a pillow because cold air is low, and you're gonna get. He said, your nose up, you get sick.
Yeah.
Nose up. And I
Yeah.
said, okay.
like
I had a Chinese boss one time who used to crank the air conditioning, and he was like, "It's cold in there. It kill all the germs."
yeah, I was like,
they hate
okay,
AC,
man.
though,
I was
usually.
like,
Well, my Chinese
The ones that come
boss-
this way are broken of all those traditions. Even Chinese there are like, those aren't Chinese anymore. Those are like fuck offs. Like, you know, like they lose like the whole hot and cold thing. Us watching them drive is like them watching us drink like tempered
Cold water,
Yeah,
yeah.
like what, you know, you're eating and you drink something cold, they're like,
yeah.
oh,
know.
they're like fucking. It's like horrifying
Well,
to
it's
them.
better. It's actually better for you not to
Hot
drink
water.
cold
They only
I
drink
don't
hot
know if
water.
that's true.
No,
or
it's better
not.
for
That is better.
digestion.
I don't know.
Stop.
Ruda sway.
I mean, I think warm tea, but then when it really gets down there, your body's so warm.
It's warm down there, huh,
It
Donnie?
is.
Yeah, it's warm down there.
well, let me tell you, in the
98
south,
degrees to be exact.
China
the
gets
shit,
fucking
yeah.
hot. Dude, China is like the most
Real
hot, wet. Dude, like
Ooh.
things
Wow.
are.
Hot, wet
Yeah.
Chinese.
China has bacterias and fucking
Disgust,
funguses
yeah.
that like nobody has seen in the world. Like
Exactly.
every year,
Let's drop
the
a
temperature
bomb.
change there and everything. Like
How many weird
holy
sicknesses have you got there?
I don't know. None. It's
What's
not like
your
sickness,
favorite
it's more like
90s
infections?
Yeah,
and,
how many
rock
weird
you know,
things have
band.
you got?
I
What's your
all kinds.
How
favorite
infected
90s
are
grunge?
you?
That just shows how third
Bug
world
bites.
it is.
Dude,
Guys, we're
there's these
switching
bugs.
topics.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
What
give
is
you my
your-
list.
What's your favorite 90s grunge or like whatever rock?
That's a crazy
It's
segue
retarded.
there.
I want to hear.
Favorite
like?
Are you
90s
fucking-
Red Hot Chili
Are you
Peppers.
applying to fucking MTV now or something?
Sublime.
Dan Cortez.
we got some
over here.
Nirvana.
I'm gonna give my list of the
Stone
Asians
Temple Pilots.
just to finish it. Number 1,
Finish me off.
Filipinos. Number 2,
I'll say
He's
I'll
going
agree with that.
back to the list.
Chinese. Number 3, Japanese. Number
No.
4,
Wrong.
Southeast Asian. Number 5, Korean.
Wrong.
I like how you said Malaysia. I like,
Number
that's cool.
1, Filipino.
He's being impartial.
No,
Partial.
no, you gave the same
Okay.
answer.
Go ahead.
Number 2, Vietnamese.
Yeah, he's right about that. That would be my number
Southeast
two.
Asian, and that's wrong for you're missing a lot of
Okay,
people.
you don't know shit because I'll put the Thai in there. too.
Southeast Asian. I already gave you the categories.
No,
You can't be
I'm not.
naming
I'm
each
not
one.
putting Indonesians in
They're
there.
all they're fucking similar.
no,
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 but they're
too many
not.
Muslims.
Wait, here's-
Austronesian. Say Austronesian.
Here's why I gave him a low score though.
Can I put Australia in there? Fucking smarty pants.
No, you probably put Indians and Central Asians, Asiatics.
It's a Asian subcontinent.
Nobody wants your history lesson. We're
It's
talking
geography.
modern.
No, it
No,
is true though.
It's
I-
Austronesian is the link between all the.
What do you
Southeast Asia.
like, K-pop or sissig?
Sissy.
All right.
well, you like Myanmar and Cambodia people similar.
Ah.
Laos,
No, Myanmar's a shit.
but no, but Thai,
Burma. Let's get
Thai
some
people-
fentanyl. in
Those aren't
Burma.
even countries. Those are places that had dictators for like 100
I know
years
that's
that
what I'm
have no
saying. They're similar.
resemblance.
They
That's why they
equal-
should be lucky they
their
get called
patch.
Southeast Asian.
They have their
Included
patch.
with them.
You have Vietnamese, Laos, and Thai are all
The
very
same.
different. No, they're
Oh,
all
sorry, I thought you
very
guys said
different.
They're
all
very
different.
similar
Way
though.
to finish his sentence.
Yeah, they're very
Thanks.
they're very similar enough for me to put them in a category of Southeast
Fine.
Asia.
Put them all together. I like them all better than Japs.
Oh my god! But the Japanese, you have to respect them. They have to go high. on the
No.
list.
No, I don't.
They
like
can't
them.
go on the bottom part of
I'm
the list.
sick of them.
They're
They
only
can't,
good
though.
when they come here.
You're
Like Chinese
you're-
people, better in China, not good here.
It's-
Japanese, great here, bad
Listen,
there.
I don't like the chinks either.
It's disrespectful to not
The
give them
gooks are the winners.
the Korean.
Yeah, well,
No,
right
they're
now.
too
No, the Vietnamese, the Lao, the
They're
Cambodian.
not. They don't. They're not
They're
nearly
the
as
best.
successful.
I
They're
don't
not
care
even
if they're
close.
successful.
They rate
second.
very low on
They're
that.
second behind Philip. They're
They
more.
have good food.
They all have good food.
But they were
Everyone-
French. They
every
were
last
they were
one of these
westernized though.
countries has good
They were
food.
westernized by the French, and
All
we
of them
fucking
were.
killed them
That's
into
just
submission.
the Vietnamese. That's why we don't want to go. Over
That's why
each
Laotians,
specific-
Laotians are different. They haven't been subjected to
Ah,
all this westernization.
The Laotians have it terrible. They had a fucking.
No,
Well, they're
it's
not very
shitty. It's
westernized.
There's
shitty
a
living
lot of
there.
dude. I knew a Laotian kid from Kahuku. His dad hung himself.
yeah.
He had a shitty fucking.
He probably
life.
cooked some bad noodles that morning. He's like, I'm gonna.
They
just
were
fucking
tortured.
die, dude.
The
They were
fucking
tortured.
Laotians
Yeah, they
were
were
tortured.
Yeah, they were.
They had it bad.
Khmer
They don't like
Rouge.
Westerners
And
very much.
they commit a lot of the crime. They're the biggest gangsters. If you run into any Asian gangsters,
Listen,
they're
Laotians.
I know there's Vietnamese gangsters.
They're Hmong. They're,
Well, oh, okay, so there's no triad. There's no yakuza.
I never said. Now you're taking what is
No, you're comparing. You're saying that they have
They-
gangsters. We're comparing. We're comparing.
They're more
We're kabang
likely
gang. We're
if you
gang
find
kabang
if
gang.
you find a crime by an Asian in America, it's 10 times more likely to be committed by the Southeast Asian than it is by unless it's gambling, it's all of them, than the Japanese person. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'll
There
give
you
you
go.
that.
All right. There
I'll give
go.
you that,
Fine.
but I don't need to like the Japanese.
You don't need
because
it. You
of
have to
that.
respect them
You know-
for what
No.
they've done.
No,
I would
because
also,
they're
They didn't get the top spot.
the fish face.
I would actually
face is
group.
where
The
get
Japanese are.
If we're
growing
gonna
on
go
me.
with Donald's rules, I would actually group Filipinos, Malays, and Indonesians
That's
together.
terrible. The
They
Filipinos
have
are the complete opposite side of
similar,
Asia.
You know,
But they
yeah.
have very similar tendencies
No,
and
the
traits.
the
Their
similar-
food all
both
sucks.
live in
Their
archipelagos.
food is all terrible.
They live in
It's
the
like
complete
fucking
opposite
vinegar
ends
soup
of-
And fucking
All right,
fish
there he
eyeballs
goes.
and
There he
shit like
goes.
that.
Being
you
the
know?
new the racism would come out eventually. even
And
though
they
this
all
has
like
been
idolize,
racist.
and they all idolize. If it wasn't for
Yeah.
like a Western,
There it
religion,
is.
They have
who's
very
the-
barbaric traditions.
Who's the most racist Asian?
The Japanese.
Okay,
No, but
so-
also, you know, who
So
scored-
by Western
The
by
Germans.
Western standards, and Japanese are the most racist.
they only got third on my list, Dave.
No, racism.
They would have scored a lot higher if
Dave,
they were acting like the Philippines.
Don't you know
But here's the thing.
racism is in?
You
It's
didn't-
cool
you-
to be.
the
the re-
Vietnamese are not as
The
racist.
reason I gave the Koreans the lowest is
I would put them higher.
I'll tell you why. The disgusting plastic surgery. The disgusting way they treat each other.
Koreans?
Like
Mm.
fat, you're fat, you're this.
yeah, Japanese
you're
Koreans.
the, like it's
and,
like it's
um,
they're pretty much like abusive. to
Yeah,
each other.
that's true. That's
so
true.
that's why I put them very low.
Actually-
Even though they're economically they're just doing so incredible right now.
They're fine, and they have
They
beautiful
scored low.
skin.
They did
They have great
develop
skin.
the
Great
best
skin.
video
They
game
just
of all
have a very
time,
dark side to them.
PUBG.
Like, and like they have a fake Christianity that's all about like
The best
them
shooter
gaining-
game in the world.
Are you talking about
PUBG.
Koreans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
made by Koreans.
They're very
It's a
negative.
very depressing place.
It
Their
is.
stars commit suicide
Yeah,
all the
see,
fucking
that's why
time.
I'm giving them
the
the
parents are
score.
like
It's a
really strict and
monopoly.
shitty
What's
to their
the
kids.
term of
too.
the system where there's only like one or two companies that own everything,
conglomerates.
like
yeah.
your insurance, your rent, your
Monopoly.
landlord,
Conglomerate.
you go to work for them. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like and so-
Samsung. Yeah.
people
But
just-
Japan's like that too. Yeah, but it is.
But
See, both
Korea
are
is like-
both shitty cultures.
They're not necessary. Japan's definitely way more interesting and
No,
cool
well,
than Korea.
what's interesting
Korea-
about Japan? Tell me, besides the food. Tell me.
Their culture is incredible. Wabi
Okay,
sabi, anime, like they have
investigating the poopy
You
smell
come up
everywhere
with
you go.
wabi-
Wabi-sabi is
sabi.
cool. I love wabi-sabi.
Now, Japanese countryside is
It's
awesome.
beautiful. Their
It is.
nailmen work, like their
Get
craftsmanship,
the fuck out of the
Of
city.
is
course.
incredible.
Of
The
course.
Koreans don't have
What
that
about
shit.
the
They made
people?
some
Tell me
fucking
what's cool.
pots.
Tell me what's cool
Gundam
about
style.
the people. in
Koreans are like a
Japan.
flavor of
Dude,
Chinese.
they didn't get the top of my list, man.
Yeah.
They got third.
because
Yeah.
I'll tell you why the Chinese got high on my list because I've learned about them, which I like equality.
Oh, so
They are
smart.
no nonsense. They are very
Yeah, they work, bro. They come
nonsense.
here. They
So are the
fucking
Vietnamese.
Take all our houses. and
Fucking Dave,
all our
shut
jobs.
the frick up.
now Vietnamese take too long to
The
eat.
Vietnamese are not nearly as impressive
eat-
as the
They
Chinese.
take forever
culture.
to eat.
Yeah, but at
Chinese are just like, I'm working. I'm just fucking eat.
The
and then fucking
Chinese
go back to
culture
work,
is
dude.
much more impressive than the Vietnamese culture. Far,
No,
like,
no.
historically.
No.
If you go to
Chinese
Vietnam,
got
Have you ever heard of a little place called Angkor Wat? D?
That's
that's in
nice, but-
Cambodia.
That's in Cambodia. You're
Well,
right.
I've told you, Southeast Asia.
Now you want to be.
I was
yeah,
putting
yeah.
Vietnamese,
Okay,
Cambodia,
fine.
and Laos
But-
together.
Sounds
That-
like it was a good
That
joke.
is like
It
a
wasn't-
relic of the past too. Like that's kind of like the pyramids. They don't even know why they have like the Angkor Wat. They're like,
Like the
"Ah."
Mayan ruins.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
like, "Ah."
microprocessors. They're huge macroprocessors.
Yeah, porn.
No,
Micro
they're
energy.
penises. If you go to like
Frequent
Indonesia,
Chinese are
so-
like the Asian Greeks. They just want to fill their pleasure centers. Like they
They're
just
not.
they
They're-
are. They just want like, oh, I want to eat a whole fat Chinese.
But they're not like over sexual. Like although they have a lot of.
They are, well, yeah.
kids,
And the
Yeah, they're not very
Japanese, it's a
sexualized.
weird sexual
Yeah, yeah,
repression.
Because World War
the
II,
Chinese
they're
don't have
really
that.
Gross.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Chinese
the
don't
Chinese
have that.
want to fuck.
and they
Yeah, they wanna
blur.
fuck, yeah.
but
the
the
Japanese
Japanese
blur
are like,
their
I shouldn't
Yeah.
fuck.
the Chinese just want to do like a 3-minute, just like, and then come.
And
And then
if
they're
you're
done.
gonna-
Yeah,
they don't want to like
They want to
fantasize and
fill.
all
Yeah,
that.
they,
They
want
just
to
want to
fill the
like
pleasure center
really
as fast.
fast.
If you're gonna do an elitist list, you definitely put the Japanese at the top.
Oh
Yeah,
as
yeah.
But
leaders.
Yeah.
we're not doing that list. We're doing
No.
the people's
I'm
list.
just saying
I know.
best.
We're talking about a lot of
best-
interactions.
Best culture.
What
Best culture in Asia.
is probably Japanese culture?
No,
Whichever one's like
What?
that.
I just told you they're disgusting.
Filipino culture is not the best culture.
It's
of
not
Asia.
the
No one
best
would ever
culture.
say
No,
that.
No,
No one
I'm
ever
not.
Obviously,
saying.
But they would say Chinese
Well,
or Japanese culture.
The
is
No.
thing
best
about the Filipino culture,
culture
it's the
in
most
Asia.
pure.
It's been
Um,
tainted.
it's
I
been-
agree.
No.
Actually,
They
the
have.
best
If you look
culture-
at the blood, their bloodline, the
Mm.
Igalot, they're like pure. There's actually the most. They check their bloodlines and they find the most DNA the same in Philippines. They're not as mixed. They have some
Mm.
of them are mixed, but
listen,
It's-
I would say
per capita, they have the most.
take the DNA
Congruent
test, and
thing.
shove it up your ass.
best culture.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Best society,
I
let's say
believe it.
best society would probably be Singapore and Taiwan, just because they took all these influences of China, of Vietnam and
Singapore,
Malaysia.
yeah, they-
you
That
know.
could
It's
be a good
Japanese.
point
Taiwan
for
is-
best cities. Or,
Yeah,
or
well,
like,
it would be
like,
Singapore.
they're small.
like
yeah, they're
th-
tiny.
Like, I didn't want to include
Taiwan has like 10
Singapore.
million
I don't want to
people.
include Singapore or
Singapore's like
Taiwan. Yeah,
one-
they're
1.8
too small to
yeah.
include into
play
this.
it, like,
But the
crap.
Singaporeans are too
they'll fucking, like-
strict.
Yeah,
They're
they're
a little
very
bit
strict.
too militant.
Remember that kid? Who's that kid that got
It's
caned
running
Yeah,
when
the
we were
caning.
young?
I
Yeah.
fucked it up.
We were like, no, teacher, like I can't go. I gotta go home today. He's getting caned today. I don't know why the media like made us fucking. care
Also,
so
that's
much.
the best way to end your punishment. Just a good caning and get it over with.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he really
Oh,
wanted it
cane
just to
me,
be
dude.
done, and then like
need to bring
everybody
that
dragged it along, and
Yeah.
like the boy was like,
I'd rather take a caning over a parking ticket every once in a while.
Yeah.
Some of these
Would you
kids are
rather-
out of
Yeah.
control.
Would you rather get beat by a cane or spend a month in a Singapore jail?
or fuck Michael Caine.
Beat by a cane.
Well,
Depends how hard they
Or get
beat you,
fucked,
Dave.
man.
How hard are they beating you?
I don't know. It'd be worth it for the story.
They're cutting you up.
Tell me about Cain and Abel.
No.
It's on the other side of the world. It's like, well, fucking.
So, are you happy with your list, James?
Ho
Give
Chi
me your
Minh.
Asian list.
Talk about Ho Chi Minh.
I'm just gonna say
I'm very happy with my
Philippines
list.
on top.
Yeah.
Philippines on
Well, you're
top.
fucking Filipino. I'm not Chinese. I
Where do
mean,
you put in the Filipinos?
I
Low.
mean,
He's gonna go low. He thinks they're dirty.
no, it's not the dirty part. They're actually not the most dirty. It's just the
Who's the
fact.
dirty?
They could be
The
considered
most dirty-
dirty.
who is
They
the
do have a
most
dirty
dirty?
Oh,
kind of look.
that's when you need the Indians.
You
back
go
on
in the-
list 'cause it's easy.
If you go to Manila, there's a
Yeah.
lot of dirty Filipinos.
It's pretty
yeah,
chaotic
every-
there.
like,
Society there is like pretty chaotic, and you have like a lot of areas, or like not areas really, but you have like basically the whole country that
Ghetto,
could be
yeah.
considered
Actually,
dangerous.
you know what? I'm changing my list. I'm putting China at the top because the Filipinos are so corrupt. Like they
They are corrupt,
really
dude.
are.
Oh yeah, the
corrupt.
Chinese aren't.
Ah, you're right.
Oh, you're right.
No, but that's
Chinese
kind
are
of. It
more
seems
corrupt.
worse there. I don't know.
Maybe.
It might be more blatant, like
Yeah,
your eyes
You know,
in
that's not
Philippines,
their
but-
fault. That's the government's fault. We're talking about the people here. The
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
are
the
the only reason I wouldn't
change my list back.
the only,
Change my
the
list
only
back.
reason I wouldn't rate Japanese very high is because they're so strict and they're very like worried about like everything. Like the way if you're a guest at their house, like if you're sitting a certain way, or if you
That's
eat,
true.
if
Too
you
many
don't eat a part of your
rules.
food, it like fucking trips them out, and it's just like you gotta fucking.
Well, I
line up
will
a
say
little.
the Filipinos are very welcoming and like will make
Yeah,
you
they'll
eat.
take
That's
care
why
of
they
you.
get the top spot.
Yeah.
But they're scammers, dude. When you go to like
Oh,
when you gotta
there
like change
go.
money
There
or anything
you
like that, they're
go.
like fucking magicians, just like the Indonesians.
But
are
there's
like
a
that
lot of
too.
scammers everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
it's
India,
who's
China.
the
China.
least. Like
China, you can't be a scammer.
I don't.
anymore.
Yeah, I think
Fake.
Philippines
So
least
authoritarian.
scammers.
No, Philippines has scam. China.
No, but like
I
compared
got-
to India and China, I would say it's less.
China has the worst scams as far as like
To
they're
us.
not dishonest enough. I scammed the scammer. I didn't even know I scammed the
yeah,
scammer.
right.
No, the guy brings it was on like in Shanghai. He's like, here, let me draw like some pictures for you. He's like, I'm practicing my English. Like he told me, I'm like, okay, I'm helping this.
Your portrait.
I'm like-
my English.
I'm like-
portrait for
I'm like, I'm helping
gotta
this
hold
guy
it
out.
together
He's
or
like,
something.
seems to need
lick
to
it.
watch. So then he's
God.
like,
Hold it
together.
he's
You
like,
roll
okay,
it,
come
you
to
roll
my
it.
office.
roll
And he
it.
like shows me all
roll
these
it.
things. And he's like, which one do you like? And I'm like, to be honest,
Like,
dude, I don't want any
thing's
of
on
these. Like,
fire.
and then I
Ow.
didn't buy
Yeah, see?
anything. And this
Oh,
guy
no.
wasted his time on me
Oh,
for
no.
2 hours.
I told you, you gotta.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Just
He didn't
Just hit it.
pickpocket me when I went to the place.
No, dude, I'm
crutch.
very irritated by their
You gotta
business
hold
sense
it
because they
together.
don't have like when I went to
gotta
go
hold
see
it
this
together, man.
surf factory guy, I just wanted to buy a board and I always just will go
It's
directly to the
not
factory
alright.
because
Yeah.
I want to like
Take
see
it to
what
the
they got,
dome.
see what's going on. Right. And
Take
I
it to
sit in
the
the
dump.
room and they just
To the
start
dome.
like I told them I just want to
We gotta
sample
throw
a
this in
board.
the lab
And they
show.
just start like hard selling me.
Oh,
They go,
God,
sharp
like
on,
compost
you
pile.
sharp on, and
Like
Rob
on
is fish and EPS and polyurethane. And, they just
Donnie said,
and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, and our
one
foreign,
little
like our
roach.
foreign
Plenty
shaper.
of
Oh,
nitrate.
shit.
It's like the old man
Yeah, yeah.
Clyde. He comes in, the mood, like all of a sudden we just start having a conversation.
Is he Chinese?
No, Harley
Oh.
guy from Santa Barbara.
That's Clyde.
yeah,
Okay,
Clyde,
nice.
yeah, and then it just all of a sudden levels out. And these guys,
Clyde,
it's almost
the
like in a movie.
Chinese
These guys are in
salesman.
the background muted, like,
Yeah.
and me and Clyde are just like, yeah, dude. So like, fucking.
Wait, what were they
Stop.
doing?
Just
what was
hard
that?
selling,
Trying to
like
sell
hard
them.
Oh,
selling.
it looked like
These
they
are,
were
like,
jagging off.
hard-
Like you're like,
yeah, kind of.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's like in a
awesome.
movie
What are
where
they selling?
in the background there's like something happening muted, like slow mo,
They're all like,
and it's just like, yeah, it's the weirdest shit. And that's how it is, and you just get used to that. I mean, everywhere you go, like,
no, we need some character acting. That's what they don't get with the just the talk. They don't get all this physical.
because
Yeah,
they're from the
practicality.
mainland.
I do want
Mainlanders
the
are-
video. Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah,
I will shine.
Anybody
in
else
the-
tune
for
in?
the
Just
video.
the one guy looking for.
Looking for
Don
some good
Jolly.
time.
yeah. I mean, it's late over there, but
Yeah, it is middle of the night.
we're practicing and we're
Oh, it sounds so
perfecting the craft
depressing.
here.
It's the way it is.
Oh, but like
man.
40, 50 people watch them. I mean, we used to
Who
get like a couple hundred
cares?
views, but we got to turn it around, have another channel.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
start
I
building
did-
a fresh.
I liked your other channel because it had random people. This channel, although we've worked with it. It's just all.
Let's get the bot
done.
channel. Where is the bot channel?
The
still?
bot channel's done.
Yeah,
so
I
you
got-
get any random
yeah.
people.
Well, we
Yeah.
can get a
do
new
that.
bot channel. We can just make a new one and just
new
throw a
bot
bunch
channel.
of fucking followers in there. And
I
But
want to go
the-
up against
The bot channel had a mix of Dagger guys.
'Cause the
and
Dagger
also-
guys are
good
come to
Dagger
it,
guys, good Dagger guys,
dude.
and
We
then a
gotta
bunch of
just
bots.
stream. We have to stream with bots and like make it prop us up and like compete against all these other streamers that have like 5K on watching them, or they hit like 10K at the most. Sometimes like some guys are good, like fucking Aiden Ross.
It'll take years though to get a lot of live stream viewers.
I
you know,
should
but to
speed.
get views like from people just watching videos can you can gain a following like that. But
Sneeko, and then who's
That's
the little
why I
Indian
said
kid?
in 2020. What?
Who's the little Indian kid? The freaking
The guy that
Kurt
is
Paul.
with Andrew Schultz.
no, he's with like Aiden Ross.
My
Sneeko.
name is
Habek
Karpal.
Pastrami, what's the
You
fucking
kick
the
my
dude?
dog, you fuck.
I mean,
with,
he has like a OF
now I'm
girlfriend
going
that
to
like
kill
cooks
you.
him.
Oh, the black dude.
No, he's this little Indian kid
Oh.
that was a gamer.
Kerpal.
He just gets all manic,
Kerfuffle.
psycho. That's all you got to do is like be like manic.
You kick
Well,
my
if in the
dog.
gamer world they like that, they like
Like who's the one that the
Kai
gay one that
Cenat.
he's like ESL or not ESL, but he's like autistic.
the guy who's
He came out as
stuff.
gay-
the
gay
stuff
OnlyFans.
guy, yeah.
You understand podcasts are basically
Soapy.
Twitch or something. His name is
Soap.
no. His name is like Twick.
yeah.
Sweat.
Sweat.
It's like
Sweat soap.
Spaz or something. Twitch is it not Twitch?
No, it's not.
It's
Bad names James.
Bad
strikes
name
again.
James. Hit him.
No,
It's
but listen,
contagious.
the benefit of podcasting in
it's
the
like
future
Alzheimer's.
is that whatever you talk
Early
about
onset.
now, the AI will reference this in the future, and you'll have
His
like
name is Cuck.
you'll have intellectual property over that idea. If you've taught like hours and hours of podcasts out there, and you have an
Yeah,
idea,
you
and somebody
control it.
like in the future, it'll be all connected. And if
Wow.
somebody wants to make a movie or uses something, they got to pay you. Podcasts are like categorizing and making libraries of ideas
Wow.
and entertaining people and putting. They just put me to sleep. That's all I really use them for. But it's actually getting all these concepts out there. I swear to fucking God, that's what it's coming to, dude. Like music, it happened to music. Now it's just gonna happen to like.
Well, I'll tell you what,
conversation.
ideas
That's
are
why you
a
want the mic.
dime a dozen.
That's why you want the good mic,
Right,
so
Don?
the AI can really hear it. you
I
know?
don't
Nobody
know.
gives a fuck about
Ideas
your
are like
ideas.
assholes.
Everyone
Everybody
has
has
one,
them,
and they all shit. Stink.
Because comedians are out there. Comedians are out there writing jokes, and like it's the same thing for them. Like they can't reuse other people's shit. Once it's out there, it's like it's yours. So the most weird shit you're talking about before, just people acting weird and being successful.
I
And
taught
that's what it is.
Yeezus.
Wait,
Yeah, I gave him all
Sucking
his
the
yeast,
devil.
I did.
yeastianity? What did you teach?
Jesus.
Bestiality.
Yeastiality.
What'd you do? What'd you do about ye?
I told Yee to suck the devil's dick.
Mm.
Gave him his playbook.
Cradle the balls.
Mhm.
I like Yee though when he was in his gospel phase.
No, he's
He did that one.
That was a lot
religious
Cat
album.
Williams said the right stuff. He was right about Kanye, though. What he said, because you know what the problem was? Everyone on the left literally kept calling him there. They didn't say he's good at music. They said he's a genius. Genius. Like, okay,
Mhm.
making music doesn't make you a fucking genius,
No.
dude. Think of all
Yeah.
the idiots. It's like
Like an actor saying
it's like
he's a genius,
yes,
like Terrence
Ter-
Howard.
anything, even
You're-
like calling Tom Brady. Guy throws a football. He's
Yeah.
not a fucking genius.
Yeah, he does.
dude.
It
Like,
doesn't even make sense when he talks.
geniuses are geniuses. Like separate them. And Kanye believed all this stuff because of the stupid left media
Right.
was saying it so loud, and they're like, "He's black. He's smart. He's a genius." You
No,
have to,
that's
you have
his
to
shtick.
accept him as a genius. No, but they're also saying it.
That's
Everyone
his
Yeah.
was
shtick.
saying
And
he was a genius.
believed it.
He,
Yeah.
the media
It's
was
his
supporting
shtick.
him.
He
The
doesn't
media-
really think that shit.
No, he
He
did.
thinks
He
it.
fell in
He
love.
thinks it,
Of
dude.
course
He's
he
a
did.
fucking idiot. Yeah,
Ego.
If
And
he
then
was
when
being
you-
judged by God, he'd be like,
And then
"No, man,
when
this is
when
a-
at
that
the
was a
end of the
joke.
day, you
God,
realize
is
like
judged by
fucking
God.
around."
this guy really is dumb. He's a genius at his one craft, but besides that, he's far from a genius.
And they showed him.
He's
Yeah.
a fucking moron.
And look where
you know?
he fell.
Where.
Look what it did to him. Now he's back sucking.
Well,
The
I don't
devil's
like. Yeah,
dick.
I don't like how he's back sucking the devil's
Pride
dick. I'd have
cometh
a
before
lot.
the
I
fall.
wouldn't be talking shit on
Same-
Kanye right now had he not like
That happens all the
returned
time.
to his
though.
old
Like,
ways. you know?
Nicole Scherzinger, like she dropped out of Hollywood because she said like from the Pussycat Dolls,
Yeah,
she
she doesn't
said
know
you-
why. Yeah.
she said you have to sell your soul to get ahead.
Well, guess who's
And
selling
then
his
she's
soul?
back.
A few years later, she's on that weird Masked Singer show.
Yeah.
I'm like,
exactly.
okay, well,
yeah.
you finally did it.
Well,
you know?
the Telegram CEO obviously sold his soul, and Elon is basically doing the same thing in his footsteps, like going against what they stood for.
What is that?
No, the Telegram CEO
Like-
was doing something for the people, and then he got.
And now he has to open it all up to the back door to the government.
They pressured him.
Elon
It's
in
not.
Brazil, all of a sudden, he gave, that was his test, and he basically failed that
He
test.
didn't fail it. He came out and said,
No,
"Yeah,
he's gonna
they're doing
open
it.
it
We
up."
did it because they forced me to."
Yeah.
Well, then just say, fuck it. No Twitter for fucking Brazil then.
He was giving people what they wanted, like what
He
they
tried-
needed.
Yeah,
It
the
was
government has control. You can't blame the
He's
person.
conceding, though. He's conceding.
No, but you
dude.
can't.
Well, what are you supposed to do?
Well,
Die?
the government
Force
won't
it.
You
allow
die
it.
on the fucking hill, dude.
No,
Yes.
all you do.
Well, like Andrew
his
Tate.
only choice is he says, "Okay, yeah," as you said, no one gets Twitter in Brazil, but they still need their Twitter.
So
you
he
know.
let the government fucking
No,
dictate
you
the
have no
posts.
choice under
Yeah, if
under
they-
their
Well,
airwaves.
it's the
they
same
Look,
thing
look what they
Jack
did.
Dorsey
Look
did.
what they did to the WikiLeaks guy,
And another
Julian
thought, but
Assange.
Jack Dorsey censored his own platform. It's completely
It's
different.
heading that way,
When
though.
you censor your own platform, it's different. When you are forced by the government of a certain country to censor the platform,
Yeah.
that's different.
now, but in
Dorsey
3-5
was not
years-
for censorship. He wanted to censor Donald Trump for every leftist
Okay, well,
reason.
fuck Jack Dorsey. Whatever
that's
Twitter
what
was doing,
happened.
but whatever Twitter was doing
Yeah,
before,
no, that's what they were doing.
it's going back
Yeah.
in the same direction.
But governments
No,
can, governments can censor
Yeah, that's always been the case.
the Great
That's-
Firewall of China.
Yeah,
like,
China. It's like saying,
no,
"Oh,
no Winnie the Pooh. You
force
know, like,
China." You can't. There's something you can't. It's the
they don't
government.
really, they don't really censor anything in China.
They do.
They
do.
never-
Of course they do.
Kids, I can show you kids
They
posting.
do. You said you
selling
can't even
weed.
talk in your garage. People will come and like there'll be a whole bunch of
Yeah,
CCTV.
on like an eavesdropping level, but I mean in the apps. and
That's
everything.
worse.
They have to all have VPNs.
No, in WeChat and shit, there's plenty.
But
Yeah,
maybe
but
that's
that's-
not worse though.
That's called
I'm
censored YouTube.
thinking
It's a different version
winning,
of it.
like
People
maybe
are
we do need people
anti-government.
It's
to
a
come in and stop
censored
us.
version of it.
Like, hey, you guys are
I don't
like
know.
God's like because it's
I
like
can show you like
kind of
girl.
feel like
I know
God's
these people
watching you.
that
Let's see it.
shut it down. Like, oh yeah, I was being
I'll
bad.
let you show it.
She has like these
I'll show
fucking.
it to you.
It's probably not even anti-government. He what he thinks
Well, I'm
is
not gonna just go
anti-government is
into-
not
oh, maybe I'll just try to
anti-government.
play a
That's what
little-
I think. Yeah.
Chris.
She said like they should pave the roads more in. It's the least strong stance against the government.
I'm not gonna play somebody else's fucking podcast.
Play it in Chinese. We can all understand.
Came back to the United States again, and
This is
also
not a
will be
Chinese
moving
person. This
towards
is a
another country
Westerner.
during the end of this trip.
It's a Westerner.
No,
So
she's
I'm currently
Chinese.
in
and
Austin,
Show me.
Texas
Podcast
again.
in China.
I just spent my 35th birthday
She's
just
a
a few days
Westerner.
ago,
She's white.
and
She's Chinese.
my
She
host
sounds
from
She's
last
Westerner.
time,
She just said
who are
she
the
came
hosts
back
of this
to
time as well,
America.
they're
There's
gracious enough
Chinese
to welcome me
subtitles.
to
Listen to
their
her
home again,
shit.
and to give me a room,
I bet she lives
shower me with gifts.
Anyway, wait, she's gonna talk about.
Dude, that's like the most westernized, meaning she's traveled back and
Just made
forth.
a documentary about the world being
She's
flat.
reviewing Joe Rogan's fucking. He does a lot of Joe Rogan videos.
There was
I think I've seen
a
this
number of really good
girl.
comedians that went up there, and one of them.
These
I just picked this
comedians
one.
were bad.
What does that have?
Bad for
That's not
China.
standing against the government.
I
Just
don't,
watch
I,
it on
I,
YouTube.
I don't watch her.
Show me one where there's
I gotta
real
look at
Chinese in China saying bad stuff about the government.
I did see some of that though, but it was an anti-China
Dude,
channel.
it's the Great Firewall of China
Yeah. Can't
in
find it.
India.
Like
She
even
can't-
if you try to look up anything bad
Well, no,
about
this
China's
supports you.
economy on Google, you can't. You'll find a
Yeah.
little bit, but not much.
Well, it's just a mystery. I mean, the truth, they just don't. It's the same thing in Russia. They just feel that they want to, like they have that. Their culture has that respect for the facts. Like you don't go like rub in. It's got to like North Korean style. It's got to be
Russia does
positive.
not.
Let's just keep
respect
it
the
positive,
facts.
bro.
Yeah, like
Russia does not respect the facts. They are a terrible country.
No, but
too.
they want to keep things positive. They don't want to dictate like negative.
Russia.
Yeah, they don't want to speak bad about their own government. That's what communism is. We're getting this. That's what the left does
Of
in
course,
America.
yeah.
That's why we call Obama a dirty socialist.
No, Trump does it too, though.
No,
I
he
mean,
doesn't. He wants to
He
say.
definitely downplays a lot of. He downplayed everything.
If
that
he
was a
says he
problem.
wants to drain the swamp, he's saying there's problems within our government.
yeah.
so
but I mean,
that's
everything else.
if
he
you
says,
say there's problems within the Chinese
Come on,
government,
he's the king of fucking play, dude.
No, but he
You're-
doesn't.
you're not
He doesn't.
understanding
He
it.
doesn't say
You're
you
just
can't
not
say something
understanding.
bad against.
you don't
them.
understand the difference between culture and government and nation. They're all different.
I'm not gonna put Trump up against the country of China, dude. Whatever China does, they do it. I get it. Thanks, but like, it's not all just because of like
I'm
communism.
just saying,
It's
like
cultural,
Trump is
too.
not like the Democrats. Like he'll take criticism.
They
and
love fucking Trump.
and he'll
there.
fire
They
back.
talk like Trump. There.
Japan loves Trump for some reason. I don't know why.
The problem-
it's an 80s thing.
Trump.
Number one.
No,
Cell phone.
Ichiban Trump.
Car phone. 1980.
Mecca did not do
Good, better times. Much.
Kalani didn't like
When
Trump.
Trump
That surprised me.
I think a sneeder is listening right now.
Really?
He like a Japanese.
These guys like murder and shit. This group over here, they always post like these like Zoltan Union, the first road bridge company to seek pay, impulse murder, scrape the neck, fears of wages and migrant workers, bullying the honest people. I guess some guy got stabbed, like a worker.
That's
like,
the
worker.
worst
That's,
headline.
that's nothing.
Hey, how much time
Sounds
did we
like
put
Well,
in?
they
Chicago.
show the fucking murder happening, dude. They actually show
I
the
need
guy,
a
like, fucking
drink or
killing
some
this
coffee.
That's not
motherfucker
good. What
And-
time is it?
It's like 10:30,
It's
11.
11. Yeah.
in the last chance.
I
Wow.
need.
Dude,
a-
I
I
love
need a
these
drink.
memes of this like retard kid, this like Chinese retard kid. They love posting like they're into like autism now in their
That's so
humor now.
mean.
We do the same shit here.
Nobody posts a retard with snot coming out of their nose. Did you guys just see that
I mean,
photo?
look at this one. Though.
Look at that
Come on,
photo.
Look at this. Shit,
He had
dude.
snot coming out of his
No,
nose.
that's not the snot one. This one's hilarious.
That's terrible.
You're
I like those
making-
little
yeah.
kids. Like they post them smoking or like just being badasses.
That's funny.
Mhm.
like they're little midgets, but they're like
little kids
I love
smoking
kids
cigarettes.
smoking.
Yeah.
And they love like posting images of like underage, clearly like underage girls.
What
You
am I
know,
looking at?
Don't put that on.
Yeah, I don't wanna
fucking thing.
You're
If the
incriminating.
FBI
I'm just
is
saying that's like
listening.
the
He's already said 3 things tonight.
Look,
That was
you
the
asked
You're
third.
worrying
3
me.
strikes.
I'm not like into this shit. I'm just saying. You asked about
You got a
free
little Johnny
speech.
Safari. Yeah.
You asked
Tell
about
us
free
how
speech.
jealous
Christmas.
you-
I don't jack off to it, but I keep it on my phone.
What?
I don't know, underage Chinese girls. What are we talking about?
God, don't
Photos.
say it
Well, these
so
are all
loud.
kids. They're all like skate kids and like just like city.
Yeah,
like
they
you know,
deserve
real-
it.
Like, yeah, like our
Definitely
local
don't
kids
want
here.
to be this, which we aren't doing.
They're counterculture. They don't believe in age limit.
I heard there's a big
love
uprising in China
posting
with
the
the
fucking
with the
murders,
kids.
though.
Skillet,
This
can you
kid
tell me
just
about
starts
that?
Fucking
Skillet, hold up.
stabbing
Put
cops.
that on pause.
That's
Skillet.
a broad question, James.
What?
Is an uprising?
I heard there's an uprising with the youth rebelling in
no, those
China right
stupid
now.
fucking anti-Chinese dudes always make those videos here. I mean,
Mhm.
they just make shit up and like,
Yeah,
Isn't
there's
I heard
that a
there's a
good
fucking
thing if there's
big
an
problem.
uprising amongst
the
youth?
government arrested 100 people and they were never seen again last week. They just like make shit up all the time.
Okay, that's
I don't
probably
really-
true.
Yeah.
But it's
You're
good.
right.
I,
It
yeah,
probably
I-
is,
you heard
but
that.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
like
good if there's an uprising.
if you anything with
It means
fact
you have
checking.
social. You have the ability to have a movement.
No, there'll never be a movement. There's too many fucking. You don't. It'll
Well, what is the movement called though? It's called
slaughter.
slot pig or something.
All those
Sloth?
wars that happened killed like tens of millions of people, dude. Like you don't want wars anymore.
It's like 2 words and it means
China
like
just-
Wars
Oh,
committed
oh, wait,
by their
hold up.
own
I got it.
government. Yeah, we don't want wars committed by
Skillet.
their own government.
does this
or
ring a
That's
bell
not a
to you,
war.
Skillet?
That's called
Donald,
fucking
hold up.
dictatorship.
I need to ask Skillet something. Does this ring a bell? Let it rot.
Let it rot.
I don't know. No.
That's what they call the movement. Like
Oh,
let
now?
it rot.
Let
It's
it
like in
rot.
Chinese. It's
There's
like 2
all.
characters.
Yeah, you're right. There's always these.
They're
movements that
talking
come and
about
go.
probably the old guard. Just let
The
them die out.
Falun Gong.
So even like Tiananmen Square didn't start off of government protest. It was a student protest protesting their pride for the government and how people should like they were
Like, listen
angry
to
at
this.
people. No, it's in the
Listen to this.
the documentary, The Heavenly.
Skillet, they
Yeah.
can't even protest in China because if you
They
go
protest
out,
all the time.
yeah, about lame shit. If you say anything about the
We can't
government,
protest here. Tell me one authentic protest here in the last 20 years.
everything. Black Lives
Every-
Matter. They
that
let
was
them
an
destroy
honest-
the whole city.
The media's
They let them do
that was
whatever the fuck they
media-
want.
that was media
January
manipulation.
6th, ring a
Yeah,
bell.
like everything.
These
But
aren't these are manipulated protests. I mean,
there's protests all
they
the
all
time. You
are
can say bad things
organized.
about government here all the time. You can't there.
that I'm not
Skillet,
worried
we
about
don't
that.
want to go into this for the which trip are you? I think every time you go to China, you get, even though it
This
sucks
time-
there
No,
and it's
dude.
made you completely broke
No.
and sick. And,
No, you
all
watch
this
what you
terrible
say. Of
shit.
course, you watch what you say. There's things you don't talk about, but that's
He's
just
got
like
Stockholm syndrome.
that is
Yeah,
like
you got Stockholm syndrome
No.
for sure.
You've fallen in love
You're
with
in
your
love
abuser.
with your abuser.
you guys are
Your
McCarthyites.
captor.
You guys are just McCarthyites. You
No.
know, because
no, it's not a red.
You're
I am not
captor.
pro anything there. Whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
McCarthyism was communism.
I'm just saying,
No,
And
it
that
was
came from China.
anti-communist.
whatever it is.
Yeah, no, it was. It was
they're
liberal.
anti-communist.
There were CIA plants, and they were
Sure.
going around talking
Let's say
about
a
you got to be
s-
scared about the commies, but that's
spade's a
like
spade.
that's actual.
Look at
communist-
America now.
Look-
We should have been scared
Funded.
about the commies.
Yeah.
I don't think about really
And the
what's going on
hippies.
here.
The hippies
too.
were the worst.
Hippies.
I try not to take what's happening
Manson.
here personal either, dude. I
Well, you're not
a
you're not in support of the Mauna Kea. No,
It's
That's
Mauna
not
Kea.
political.
That's not hippie stuff.
and that's not political.
No, it
really.
is. That's like that's what it's
Hawaiian.
all like.
Yeah, I
these little
support the
movements,
I,
Hawaiians.
mean,
for
I
sure.
think that's
I
a.
mean,
I'm not in support of the Mauna. I'm gonna. Say
I
it
just
right
don't.
now.
I just think it's a bad place.
So
to
you're
put
pro
the
the pro
telescope.
telescope.
No, I'm
Bitter-
anti-telescope.
Bitter-
I'm anti-telescope.
Bitter
and
Tabasco
anti-Mauna.
says, "Tell me about the
Leave
Chinese
it-
propaganda."
leave it, Mauna.
Yeah.
No, like no.
Tell me about the Chinese propaganda.
No Mauna.
Dude, the Chinese
Everybody-
have
Ah,
sideways.
ole Mauna.
See,
It's
these are good-
everyone's Mauna.
Sideways, Bitter Tabasco
Ole
has
Mauna.
good questions here.
Yeah.
we
what
have
is it?
we have
Let's
some
just
comments.
get
Hey,
rid of
shut
it.
the hell
Fuck
up!
up.
Shut
Let's
the
just-
fuck up,
let-
James. Hey, shut the fuck
See,
up.
Let's just chop the top off of the Mauna.
We got a
just-
fucking
Ooh.
question.
so we don't fight over
Hey.
it.
All right, whatever. We'll get there someday.
Hey, we got a
Hey.
question.
Yes.
So shut up.
Tell
Would you guys
whoa.
shut the fuck up.
Is
over
there a,
there?
is
Tell
there
me
a question?
about- Tell me about Chinese propaganda. Do the Chinese have sideways pussies? McCarthy was right.
That's what
They
we
do.
talked
Yeah,
about.
that's what we're talking about right there.
Do the Chinese have sideways pussy? I never heard that. That's an interesting.
I
one.
heard it in a
Yeah.
rap song before.
What does that
Really?
mean?
I don't know.
Pussy.
Probably tight.
Yeah,
Huh,
it's very
interesting. It reminds me of barrels, like because Mason Ho was
Yeah.
well,
You
anyways.
fucking barrels.
Maybe
They were
it's
talking
like-
about what's your favorite
Rub
barrel
those fuckers
shape.
down in latex.
The
and just
favorite
fucking-
barrel shape, and they were saying
Oh,
I want an
barrel was
almond
weird.
wide barrel, like it's wide, not almond vertical.
Oh.
Like they like the more wider, more water on
Sure,
the
I think it's-
face
Drink.
versus the.
I didn't drink much. Did you
Reef.
drink anything? Who's
Shout outs to Mason Ho and Jamie O'Brien. They got the podcast.
Those guys don't talk
Killing
about
it.
anything. Those guys don't.
They talk about surf
bro,
stories. At least they do what they talk about. What they know, and us assholes we're talking about. Do we really know about politics?
No.
I know
Enough
more
to
than
talk about?
Skillet does.
We're just
It's not a
joking. We're
competition.
just. I mean, it's more of a satire.
It's not a competition. I know.
It
I'm
is
just
though.
saying.
That's what it is. It's a
No,
team
it's
is.
not a
sport.
competition
It's a
because I
team
know
sport.
so much more than you about.
I know
politics.
you're
It's not
just
a
schooling
competition.
us. This guy's the best pool
I'm
player
just
too.
kidding.
It's not a team.
It's not a
sport. I mean,
competition. It's not a
it's
team
fucking
sport. It's
war.
just a no. It's not
It's
a
like-
team sport. It's not a competition. It's simple logic. It's just logic and following logic
Well, okay,
and
here's a
following in
logical
the
question.
conversation
Here's a logical question.
of the logic they're providing, so you two can come together and come to some terms. But if
If you
one
had to
doesn't
choose
follow the
one,
logic,
If you had to choose one, a communist in China or a communist in America, which one would you choose?
well, they're all communists.
you
in
have to
China.
choose one. You know,
A communist in America.
you'll choose the fucking
'Cause they can't, you
libtards.
can't
Yeah.
get their friends together. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. Choose for what? They're both communists. I don't want to. I don't like
No.
This
communists.
sounds like a spy.
That's-
Like
yeah.
But
It-
actually, the Chinese communists are probably dumber. They just think they're communists because they are.
so, are you
Uh,
like just like
it's
pro
like
spy?
it's like asking,
Yeah, I'll go with the Chinese communists. I'd rather because they didn't really choose to be it where the Americans.
Yeah, at least they're there still in China.
And they're
We
jocking
don't have
our
to deal
shit.
with
They'll be
them.
like, "Oh, you American? Oh, fucking! I pay for your podcast."
asking
they?
if you'd like an American communist or a Chinese communist.
Bless that mic there, Skillet.
It's like asking you, hey, would you rather
We gotta
have
choose
sex
one.
with this straight
Yeah, you
guy
gotta
or
choose
this
one.
gay guy?
You're still having sex.
You're
with a
still having
guy.
sex with a guy.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if he's straight
Where'd
or
you-
gay.
You're
I'm
gay
saying,
for
it's-
coming up with that reference.
It's a
though.
pro-gay
Good.
I've
question.
thought about
I
it a
feel like
lot.
you've really thought
Well,
about
when you're
that.
traveling too,
and you use it for almost everything.
Because I'd rather
That was actually a good analogy.
I'd-
Analogy.
What if all your
Anal-
analogies
You got anal allergy.
sex?
analogy?
I'd rather
Anal.
have sex with this straight guy
Sneed wants
because
us to end the
because then
stream.
we
So you want to have anal?
Yeah.
we'd both be covered in shame and we could bond over it. But you have sex with a gay guy, then it's just like, it's just a walk in the park for
Yeah,
him.
Sneed's
But like, there's
typing in
no
all
there's no
capitals.
bonding.
Oh, Sneed, relax.
And the
Shut
stream
up.
now
Take a
just
fucking-
reported the video. Well, it's a live video, dude. So
What do you
good luck
say?
reporting it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's AI. It's already been reported faster than you could type, you brainiac.
Sneed, put down the meth pipe.
Yeah. So Tabasco is saying that it goes side to side, like thigh to thigh, and not vertically,
Yeah, because they have the
like their eyes.
because they have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chomping
slanty eyes.
because they have a chomping turtle pussy, so it's gotta be a mouth to go bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes your cock look really big.
Ooh, and they have small hands, and
Yeah.
small hands make
Yeah.
your cock look big.
They do.
Sneed's fucking just.
Sneed's got
He's
small
fucking
hands. He's
around.
got small hands.
Yeah, so Tabasco says that every Dagger stream will return to the Buck Angel question.
Oh,
And we
See,
already
they
talked
all
about that for a
know.
while.
We got
It's like,
some real
"Dun-dun-dun,
fun."
fucking
Oh, I had
Tabasco.
something
Energy
terrible
round.
to tell you, Dave.
I love Tabasco.
You really. I want to share something with
You got the energy round.
You sent me a GIF the other day of a certain person,
Ooh.
and it brought back a terrible memory. I've never had sex with a man, but I have masturbated to one man. in my
oh
life.
no, who?
Yeah.
Buck.
RuPaul.
No, you didn't. When
I
you
did.
were a kid.
I did.
Holy
She
shit.
owns me, and I can't take it back.
Oh my
I
is that?
know. RuPaul. You don't know who RuPaul is? Living under a
the
rock.
drag queen. When we were
Oh.
Fucking
growing up.
homophobe over here.
She's
Yeah,
doing some.
she's a
fucking-
gorgeous.
You
but
shouldn't be.
here's what
You
happened.
shouldn't be sharing this.
I don't want to. I'm warning people, and if this is how dangerous this trans community is, they trick you.
It is.
So
yeah.
RuPaul got me. I can't go back, but basically back in the MTV.
This isn't that
days-
long ago. Sounds like.
No, it was in the 90s.
Oh,
Yeah, masturbates
Okay,
to RuPaul.
okay.
I didn't know.
I just
I didn't know it
You're
was a
just
guy,
saying,
but
yeah.
she got me. It's over.
Yeah.
The load has been the die. It's over. I can't take
You
it back.
crossed the Rubicon.
I can't suck that jizz up with my tip.
I love that RuPaul video. What was it? We
How-
covered it. in
Have you
something.
repented for that?
Well, it was all confusing, and this is like one of the first times I'm just really strongly admitting it. I've always
This is big. I've never heard this.
Well, it's just like a realization. You don't really want to like add it all up, but when you sent me the gift, I was
First.
like,
Oh.
I
World's first, dude.
masturbated to that guy back in the day. I know I did it. And here's a problem, though. Let me tell you how hard it was. They had an MTV. It would Singled Out would come on, and then it's Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
she
yeah.
was so
That's when you
hot.
start
So-
fucking.
so
So
she got
hard.
you primed.
You're just like so prime. And then
You're
after it
rock
came on this
hard.
interesting show with this black person with tons of makeup who also had just giant tits, and you're like, all right,
with the British
I
accent.
can't get
Those
enough. No, it's
tits.
RuPaul.
Oh fuck!
And I was
See,
like,
that's
you
how
can't
they
get
get
enough
you,
of
is
tits, and
those
then you're
tits.
just like, all right,
Mhm.
what was that?
You're already primed, and you just
I'm
need to
primed.
finish.
I'm
The
finished.
90s
And
was such a
RuPaul
tit
comes
era.
on.
Ru got me, and MTV did
80s
this
and
across
90s.
Yeah.
the
Van
country.
Halen.
Like big.
So many young
Baywatch.
men.
How many
Pamela.
kids did that?
Some
Oh,
big
so
Pamelas.
many.
So many.
I'm one of them, and you didn't even know. Like I didn't even know. And
We
like,
should start a class action lawsuit.
yeah. Have you stroked it to any?
I've
men
never stroked it to
inadvertently?
a man inadvertently.
Not
Yeah.
on the no.
No, are you sure?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if. What if you didn't know? Like,
So this
It's
actually,
true. Like, what if you don't know? Like, what if, like,
I guess this finalizes my answer on the Buck Angel question. It goes back to what I always answer. I'm a Haley Jade guy, or whoever that one was.
Bailey J?
Bailey J, yeah.
No. But you can't deny that 8-inch fucking dick.
It's the beard that I can't do. The Buck
Oh.
Angel's beard.
Jenny
No,
McCarthy
that's
set you
gross.
up. Tabasco
Big
says
time.
that she set you up.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's not even
Lawsuit.
fair, yeah.
Lawsuit.
It is
Yeah,
like
lawsuit.
MTV did this, and then there's a
That's what
worse
they do.
story. This is mine. I got away with it. I got away with it mildly. This is what the trans community can do to you. They got me. They tricked me.
Mm.
I didn't want it. It's like a
Well, the gay parades when we were a kid in Hawaii, they had like a fucking gay parade every fucking month.
yeah.
dude.
But there's this one kid, the volleyball player, who surfed at Tongs a lot. But
Uh-huh.
famous story. He ended up like he was at and there was a trans volleyball team, and he got his DS by one of them, and he was like.
Uh-oh.
It was like he couldn't
He's
even
like
go
the
in
best
public.
fucking blow.
No, he loved it.
retired. He
Yeah.
retired after that.
I mean,
He's like,
some
damn,
locker room.
Once
suck
he
off.
finally stopped shaking,
I
it's
might
like
too. That's
great
why I don't
DJ.
want one. That's why I don't want
Dude.
one. Okay, because I
Wow.
might just fucking retire.
Say
after
another
that,
crazy
you know
thing
what I mean?
tonight, Skillet. say one more crazy thing. Add it to the list. But that so like I got away.
If you're
I'm
not
not just
gay-
happy that that's all that happened. That I didn't fall for a deeper trick.
Yeah.
But man, he got me. Rue got me.
Wait, so what happened in that locker room? Go on, tell us.
Locker room.
With the football player, the gay football player got sucked off.
Gay football
It's the
player
volleyball
got
player?
sucked up. Oh no. So no, just some kid. He's a
Some
Tom
kid?
surfer who everyone knew him, Billy, blonde Billy.
Like
And then-
Billy Kemper?
And no, I wasn't Billy Kim.
Let's
He had
not
blonde hair.
dox anyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying like that type
Anyways,
of surfer or
He had
low
a
level.
nice young life with no problems, and he thought he's gonna. It's
You thought he
beautiful.
was the man.
He's gonna see some titties tonight.
Mm.
Some really, really, really firm titties, like bursting out of the skin. And then he's like, and he did it, and
At
he
a
got the
strip club?
BJ, and then everyone made fun of him. No, it was like after a tournament. after
Was
a
it in the
little-
locker room?
I don't know
in the
where he
back?
sucked. James. We know where it was.
Tell me. Just say it's in the locker room.
The point was, it was on his cock. It was a mouth on a cock. That's your low. You want a
I
pin? You want to
need-
drop a pin?
We need
Mouth
to,
right
we
on
need
his
to retell
cock.
this story. We need more description. Like
I don't know. I
the
wasn't there. I
layout.
just know he got sucked, dude. I
Just
didn't go-
pretend you were there.
When you hear a guy got sucked, you
Pretend
simply
you were there.
close your
Go-
ears and run.
go back.
I don't go.
It was
and
in the
ask for
locker room.
details.
Behind after the
James.
coach let everybody out. You guys are all showering together.
I heard
You saw
a guy
him
got
go back
sucked.
there,
You heard him
and the
getting
two
sucked?
of them,
No, I
were-
heard that he did.
two of them were taking
So
a
I'm-
shower.
I don't go
and
and
you saw, you opened up the
James,
curtain, you fucking.
when I find that information out, I don't go, hey, give me all the deets. I run for the hills.
I want you to.
I
say
was
that-
I
come
was
Tell
I
us
don't
story.
know.
Come on, like the
I
back
don't
massage
know.
story. You gotta.
Yeah,
I
think
don't want to tell an erotic story about
Oh,
some
erotic
young
story. You're good
surfer
at-
boy getting his tan body licked down.
You want
and
me to
here's-
tell you
sucked.
the story about a
By
surfer
a
boy
man.
coming out of the bushes on the bike
here's
path?
when you have morals.
And it was definitely the best
And
head
you're-
he ever got in his life. And that's what he knows. That's what he can't
And he
deal
had.
with to this day.
So
Anytime
here's-
a girl sucks
he's
him
never
down.
Here's how
had
you
a-
Yeah.
know.
When
Here's
I-
how you know when you see the cum shot on by their nose, like it's
Yeah.
on their
I
lips.
wasn't there for it, James.
And you're like, dude, you got something right there. Like-
hey man, you got tranny cum in your fucking mouth, dude. Take a look.
You better wipe that off before everybody
When you're wait,
sees it.
when you have morals and you're not gay, you don't have gay sex or any kind of that because like you don't want to like it and you don't want to be gay. I mean,
No, we know.
that's
Dude,
when you have
this,
morals.
this has no, dude. This has everything.
Everybody
to do
has free will
with
to do
closing
anything
your
that they
eyes
want.
and letting the pleasure fucking.
We're just
take
telling
over.
stories.
Tonight-
We're telling
Tonight-
fibs.
I'm just saying generally, like usually.
Well, this guy thought it was a chick.
I just want
You meet.
more.
I've had
Is
crazy
it
friends,
gay?
dude. I've had crazy
Is
friends.
it gay if you think it's a
Family
chick?
members. Dude, my grandma used to fuck
Is it
No.
gay
everybody.
if you think it's
My
a
grandma fucked everybody.
They're
in her
trying to-
life,
Is this a
dude.
real? Is
Yeah.
This, well, hang on. Let's go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my
Let's
grandma
go.
literally fucked.
chick? Wait, say it
everybody
again.
in her
Say
life.
it again.
Really?
My grandmother fucked everybody in
Like,
her life.
like
every
how did
man.
that happen?
What?
Just it was a thing that she did.
Oh,
Like-
she went down the bucket list.
Is
of
she from
things?
Kailua? What's
No,
her
she's
deal?
like Detroit, or I don't even know where she's originally from. They,
like
that's where my mom's
every
from.
like she just did it to
Like,
get to the top.
a
Any
pair
man
of-
that came across her that was
I don't
nice,
wanna
that like
hear
took
that.
her attention,
Oh, yeah.
got her
yeah.
name.
Was
she would
there a
somehow end up,
handicap
like, fucking them?
in the mix,
Oh.
like a handicap. Like, did she ever
Filipinos,
do
I
a?
Italians,
don't, I don't want to know
Japanese, white people. I'm just saying,
I
some
like
people
Scott's
are
got the
fucking,
best stories.
Is
I
there
love-
is there like did she do like a
Listen.
paraplegic?
You're jacking off to
No, I don't think
trannies.
she's that easy.
Skillet's grandma's fucking everybody.
If you have
What
power,
the hell is going
it's
on?
more to like gain power.
I'm agreeing with Sneed. We should get banned.
This should
Sneed, I'm on your side.
Skillet, do you have anything else fucked up to say tonight? You said some.
Well, I was
really
just relating
fucked up
that-
things, man.
No, I didn't say
I love
The
it.
parents
I
may
love
find
it.
some of our programming of a
saying.
Couldn't
mature
do
nature.
without.
The opinions and views
So she-
heard
was
may
she-
not be those of.
Did your
me
mom
or-
describe her as
Dave.
as like a hooker, or just as like
No,
why?
they had good
Anybody-
jobs.
Why
They
did
had,
she
like,
give this
normal
here.
description? Shut up for a second.
power?
You
Shut the
fucking-
fuck up,
you-
motherfuckers.
Did you guys hear that snap?
They'll get better. They'll get better with
I'm
time.
just kidding. So why did your mom want to tell you this? What was the reason
No, I
this
just-
had
I mean-
to be brought up? How did this possibly get
When I get
brought up?
older, she told me stories, but I already knew stories from when I was a kid.
That she'd always like was
Yeah.
it still happening while she was alive? Like into her late
Well,
years?
Did you ask her like every day, like, did
like
you
80.
fuck a new guy today, grandmother? Like, what flavor
She
of the
wasn't that
month?
easy. I'm not. You make it sound like she was like a flutey.
Yeah.
When she met somebody, it seemed like they had
I
charm
get
or
it.
some kind of like.
You said it. That
status.
you said that she,
She would
fucked
just-
every fucking guy.
She wouldn't-
I just.
They would go on a date, have drinks.
I'm a little let
and,
down,
like,
like, this is
right
not-
to spread him.
And she was. I don't think she was a sexual person though.
No,
necessarily.
that's actually makes sense. A lot
Yeah.
of the non-sexual people, they just want to get the sex over with, and it's just like it's a way of saying you have all of me.
I'm just relating
You
this to
have
people
all
being
of me.
as and making those weird
If you
choices.
would like me as
you
your
know.
lady, you can have everything, and I'm going to show you tonight when I spread my legs for you.
Yeah,
In
there's
Waikiki,
people
while
out
you
there like
thrust
that.
me.
Like it's
Sure.
not that weird that there's all these fucking hideous fucking
Yeah,
fags out
that's
there.
right.
Yeah.
It's totally fucking normal because it's just how people are,
Yeah.
We don't even need to like label them as being homosexual. Just like, dude, you're fucking do what you
What's
Yeah,
do.
I
the
don't care.
closest
For you.
any of you gotten to fucking or getting weird with a tranny? Like the closest call.
No, like they come up to you and they like
James,
talk
you're
to you,
first.
and they put your hands, they get their hands on you, and
They
that's
get
how
their
you know
hands on you.
that they're.
Man hands.
Yeah, they
how
start
do their hands
like
feel?
how Dave, like
Wait,
when you
describe
come
their
up
hands.
and you start touching, like on the rubbing their back
When
and
I
saying,
stroke
get
my finger
close.
down
You're
the
so
spine.
weak. You have no
Yeah.
boundaries, James.
They
and
do
just
that,
take
and I'm
advantage
like,
of it.
"Hey, you guys are good, and I'm good. I'm gonna go the other way,
Mhm.
and you guys have a good night." But
That's how it
they kind of
ends.
mark you. That's what it is, though. That's what that person did.
Yeah.
They're getting their scent, their pheromones on you. They're like, hey, now you got the, I put the little smell on you. So now whenever you come up in public and you see another tranny, they're going to pick you out. They know because you got that scent on you. You're marked
Mhm.
from that point on.
Like a doe.
They come.
They
find
know.
you.
They can sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It never ends with them. Yeah.
Yeah, the only gay shit I ever did was because of like a dare,
There it is.
a dare from some girl.
Just a dare.
Call it Hill. There was this girl. I think I don't
He
know,
dared
I
me
think
to
her
fuck him in
name
the
was,
ass.
Like come off of a guy's dick.
I think it was Jennifer. Something.
Dare
She had
you.
big. She was a military girl on the military
Dare you
base.
suck my dick.
Military base. No, that's what she
Dare you
did.
lick the
I'll
cum.
fucking get there, dude. I'll
Go,
get there.
go, go.
I'm gonna get there. She had big titties. Ninth grade,
Ooh.
had huge.
Yes.
She was skinny.
What's her
and
name?
I think like Jennifer or something like that. I can't remember. A military girl with like a Kentucky, like a
okay.
Midwest accent.
Mm.
Big
This is
tits,
sounding good.
Flown in tits. Big old.
And-
flown
Yeah,
and-
mainland
She was like,
tits.
come over to my house after school, and I don't
Oh,
know what we were
shit.
talking about. I think it was like casual, like, or I don't know how the approach. It wasn't like sexual. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm coming to your house after school. And then when I met her after school at like the bus stop or whatever, there was like another dude with her, another kid,
Oh shit.
maybe even a sophomore.
Did you guys?
And we went back together, and yeah, she dared us. She wanted us to like, she got like naked to her like panties, took off her bra. on her
You saw
bed,
the tits?
just on the knees like that. And it was like, all right, if you guys
And you saw her tits?
want to go any further, like you both have to like
Were the
but-
titties out?
yes,
Oh
in
fuck.
a little panties.
Oh
the most
fuck,
smallest
dude! I
little
would do
fucking panties,
anything
dude.
at that age. You're
So-
16. You're horny.
And I could
I-
kind of feel like this
I'm
guy,
sucking guys
this
off.
guy
No, I'm just kidding.
this guy could have been gay because like
Yeah, you got
she
set
wanted
up.
us to kiss penises.
You got set up.
She wanted to kiss penises.
Oh my
or something like that.
Yeah,
Kiss
yeah,
both your guys'
yeah.
penis?
Yes,
Penis kiss.
or just like
that's so cute.
make contact.
And did
Because
you
we're
do
of
it?
course we're like, no, we're not gonna do that, and we did that for like an hour, and then finally we're like, all right, yeah, just fucking kiss my cock already, dude. Like,
no.
and then this kid though,
Oh,
like
no.
he was kind of gay because he wanted to
Oh,
like he wanted to
no.
suck
This is
my
the
cock.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like,
Hell
whoa.
yeah.
This is Skillet's origin story.
Yes.
I was like, whoa. And then
Holy
I had my
shit.
skateboard. I had my skateboard. I couldn't even
Oh,
had an
yeah.
old 40 ounce in my backpack, you know?
Did you
And
And I was
stick
like,
your
whoa,
dick
whoa,
in
whoa,
that?
whoa. Like, fuck that. I'm out here. And then like I tried to leave. I was on the yard and I was on the military base. So I don't even think I could like leave without her.
Oh,
And then-
it gets
So,
better.
And
who
then she
kissed whose
was just
dick?
like saying
This
how
is
she
some
was,
middle
yeah,
she was
America.
joking.
A
Shit.
wet kiss or a dry kiss?
No, this guy like actually tried to
Some
grab
honky
one,
tonk.
like we both just like pecked each other's cock, you know. What up, dude? I wanted to. This girl is so fucking fine,
mouth to mouth. The dicks definitely have a little mouth. So the
Skillet.
and he tried to like go and grab my
kissed-
shit. So that's why I freaked out. I left, and then
kissed the
she came up
tip?
and she was like, "Okay, no, like he lives down the street. He's gonna go home." Day, and I was like, "No," and then I just waited outside for a while, and then he was like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry."
oh,
like, I
dude,
don't
this
know.
is so obvious. What
She was a
happened.
little slut. They probably fucked all the
No,
time.
you're so off on this, Skillet.
Okay,
You're
okay.
so off on this.
What is it?
They were friends. These
Yes,
two,
yes.
because it's a
FTF.
gay guy.
And
He's
they
friends with
brought
a girl.
you into
And
it.
she's saying, he's like, I think Skillet's gay. I think he's
No, but
gay for sure. And she's like, maybe I think he's gay too. Let's find out. I have a way. I'm gonna
yeah.
lure. I'm gonna help a friend out.
Oh,
And then
this
is
rings a bell.
totally what happened,
Yeah.
dude.
No, but
Wait,
they
wait,
were
wait,
in
hold
on
up,
it
hold
together.
up. It was a
I used to-
setup.
dude,
It
I
was
was-
a setup.
Yeah,
Set
he's
up.
right. Let me tell
He
you
wasn't
a little
banging
story.
her at all.
Let me tell you a little story about Derek from the neighborhood back at Velzyland.
This guy's been naked with this girl before.
Derek
Yeah.
was a tall
Doesn't
guy.
even faze him.
He was a tall local guy, and he was a year
Did you
or two.
kiss
He was
penis dicks with him?
okay.
You
So
better have.
we set up Derek.
Yeah.
Derek, the neighborhood tall, kind of
Take a
weirdo,
bullet.
kind of gay.
Yeah.
We all thought he was kind of gay, kind
Well,
of
why don't
weird.
you take a bullet
Yeah,
for me?
yeah.
He was big, and he hit puberty super early, and he was like this huge, like amongst boys, right? He's this
Yeah, yeah,
huge
big-
man of a
Yeah.
fucking, and we're all suspected as like he's kind of weird and like he's kind
You know
of
where that cigarette's
could
been,
be
right?
gay.
Just gonna say.
And we used to body surf with him down at Slips, but so we lured him down on the beach, down to Sunset side of Velzyland, right of the bay,
Yeah.
right at that point, and we were in the little bushes, like the how bushes under the ironwood trees or whatever, and we're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go all jag off after school, and me and Joey
Yeah.
and
remember
we
those.
told Derek,
I
we're
was
like,
always
after we get off the
invited.
bus, yeah, let's all go jag off, yeah, Derek,
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
And then so me and Joey and BJ and
His
Derek.
name's PJ.
Yeah, BJ, my best friend. And so we're
His
all
alter
Joe.
ego.
I think Joey got his out, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe I forget.
You
But anyways,
know.
he's like, get yours out. Derek starts stroking it too. And he had a pretty large penis too. He was a skinny,
This episode's
lanky,
No
awesome.
fear.
he was a lanky,
Hell yeah.
No fear.
Hawaiian mix, whatever.
I don't
But
like
anyways,
it.
out.
I don't
yeah,
like
whip
this
it
at
out.
all.
And they were all,
bro.
okay, and then
it's
we're gonna let you stick it in
Harder,
Joey's ass.
harder.
Joey wants to get the butt.
Okay.
Get it in his butt. Yeah.
Oh,
And so
shit.
Joey goes and he takes off his pants and he goes, okay, come on. Stick it
the
in there.
fuck up.
And then he fucking, right when he goes, we all fucking like laugh. He pulls his pants back up and then we like hit him or something. We fucking,
Thank
he's like, you
God.
fucking gay. I think we just
my
insulted
God.
him. We're like,
North
you
Shore
fucking
North Shore
gave
kid.
him.
Did Derek finish?
Dude, Derek,
Did he
Wait.
finish after that?
he didn't really get it. Like, he was like still soft. He
Oh,
kind of, I think
yeah.
he kind of knew.
He's like, I'm not sticking my dick.
Yeah. But he was like, I want to,
You can
but
cheer
like,
all you want. I ain't sticking.
we
no
kind of
dick in this.
peer pressured him. It was kind of
So you're a
bully,
part
but-
of it, James. All right.
Yeah,
You
it was
guys
a
have
bad thing.
put some good stories together, man.
I'm not
Better
even
than
done
any
yet
of
with
mine.
mine.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Derek actually, I think he still works at the food
So
lab.
Get these
Skillet,
out.
you chased this guy down the street to his house.
No,
What
I
happened
went to her house like 3 times after, and she like taught me like how to like. She was very. She must have been
Ooh,
very
yeah.
slutty, dude. That's why I'm not really proud
Maybe
of it.
her uncle
but
taught her.
She really like was
Okay.
very free and like was just like taught me like right here and
Oh
I didn't
my
really have that
God.
much detail before that, like
You didn't just like get.
I think this is a
fucking
lie. I
wrecked
don't
and just
know.
like
but I was kind of like hot for her, like because it was
you were hot.
So
for
did you
her?
fuck her?
no,
or
she
what?
was a slut, and then like I saw her with other
That's what he
guys like
said.
getting on the bus together. I was like, oh fuck,
You know where
and
they're
it just kind of
going.
like killed me,
Yeah,
like,
she
I don't like
wanted-
that. I
But
don't
she
like
let you finger her? And
that.
shit?
dude, like yeah, she would, dude, she was like a nympho, but not like really modern, like
Would you
style,
kiss?
what
would
is
you-
now. It was, like,
Would you
20
kiss another
fucking 5
man's
years
dick
ago.
at 12 years old to get a nympho, a hot nympho?
Freshman high school.
Freshman
Dude,
high school.
See, she did a great job selling it because the tits are just out.
They're out
Yeah.
The tits are just out, so there's no bargaining done. The goods
Yeah.
are on the table, and it's
Yeah.
simply, do you want to buy or walk away?
And
And
kids in high school are always grabbing each other's dicks anyway.
I'd have to be like, listen, I'm gonna have to put it right near your vagina, and the dick's gonna go here. And as soon as I kiss it, I'm sticking it right in. All right. I hate to get too.
It was all
I hate
new
to
to me, dude. I
Make
was
sure
under
this
the-
deal goes through.
I don't think I could do
Like
it.
Well,
I am just like
growing
I
up in
don't
this
think
is
so.
the only way.
But listen, dude.
Dave, you little
I
prude.
couldn't do it.
Growing up in
I
Waikiki,
wasn't
You sound
rude.
gay. You don't like big tits.
I don't like.
You don't
kissing
like big
dicks.
tits. No, you don't like big tits either. You don't like
gotta-
tits as much as
So
me.
your dick
No,
is
no,
like on her
no.
pussy.
yeah, yeah. And I'm just like, okay,
No,
okay.
no
Well, I'd
player, no player on earth said kiss dicks and fuck chicks.
If you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
no player on
dicks
earth
and fuck
said-
chicks, huh?
No, that's
Dude.
not a player slogan.
Well, I'll
That's
tell you.
not a winning motto.
I'm kissing dicks and fucking chicks.
I'll tell you one thing though. If she went back on that deal, I beat up both of them in the room.
Yeah,
I
no,
beat up
yeah,
the gay
yeah,
guy
yeah.
and I beat up the girl.
Yeah.
And I say, "Yeah, you police, you want to go solve this? I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah,
We had a deal, officer.
Kind of
We had a
footed
deal.
around that. You should have just been a little more.
What? I would just said, I'll kiss his
No,
dick
no,
and say
Skillet.
what happens. See what happens.
I was
Kiss the dick and take their word for it.
But at an impressionable
don't-
age, I could see how it could happen. But
but she was so
Yeah.
flirty, like during class.
I
and
don't
shit
know.
like
You
that.
at least you got to see
Like,
some tits.
That's a little bit of a.
Fuck yeah.
that's,
That's
good.
a
That's better than
Fuck
me as a
yeah.
freshman.
Skillet. I hate to say it. That
I
goes
didn't get
into
to
the
see big
simp
tits till
story.
late.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she went a wrong direction in life.
Do we have a
I'm pretty
simp?
fucking positive that.
Hey guys, did
You
we
know.
just add to our simp story of the
Well,
week?
it was like the girl that the stripper that Brandon and those guys filmed the porn with. Like I knew her from elementary school, and her mom was a stripper and hooker, and basically like trained her young daughter. Waikiki was fucking gnarly.
She wore
Like
she
that,
wore a
dude. Holy
skeleton mask.
Bro, yeah, they are
Yeah.
disgusting.
Like, dude, I've many times, of
Yeah,
course, been like
there's some
forward hit on by like fucking gay and weird fuckers in Waikiki's.
Oh,
fucking-
for
when I was a
sure.
kid.
That was the 90s, man.
and that's why I
Yeah.
don't trust gay people in a sense where I grew up in a way where they were fucking
Dude, your
preying
friend
on
in
children,
China,
bro.
Oh, of course.
And
Your friend
harder
in China
now.
is gay.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a couple out
Yeah.
there that's definitely. Well, I know like bona fide gay people, but they like kind of keep.
Do
the
we have
distance.
to end
They
with a prayer?
make those comments?
No,
End with a prayer.
That was like
I don't think God wants to
Wow.
be anywhere near this conversation.
No.
repent. Yeah,
Well,
that
you're young. You know?
Well, like it's awkward growing up. Like, I heard Shane Gillis tell a story about him and all his football buddies on a trip, like jerking off together and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like,
I
I could
avoided all
never
those
do it. Like,
situations.
I can't get hard.
You didn't
while
do that
another
I
when
mean,
you were
man-
kids?
who's gonna
you were
teach
trying to get
you-
hard.
Who's gonna teach you to
I
jerk
thought
off?
you guys did that in class.
Who's gonna
David
teach you?
McDonald.
Your friend has
Didn't you
to
guys have a
teach you to jerk
competition
off.
like at school?
No,
No,
I
no,
went.
that
I
was a
went to
different
go.
night.
I went to sleep. This is a perfect example of
Yeah.
how I couldn't do it. Is I went to my friend Bobby's house. His parents were out of town.
You were like 10?
No, I was like
11,
12,
12?
11, 12 probably. And we were there with me and my friend Bobby and my friend Corey. And Corey was like a bigger guy, pretty like developed at that
Very
time.
sexual, disgusting.
And me and Bob lost track of Corey and we went upstairs to his parents' bathroom. And Corey just walks.
You shot a load?
Walks out of like the toilet area of the bathroom into like the vanity
You
area
just started
with
jerking.
with a fully
Erect.
with a fully erect penis, and he's jerking it with lotion.
Mm.
And he looks at me, he goes,
Sleepover, boys.
he looks at me, he goes like, hey, what's up, Dave? You think you got a big cock? And he's like, you think it's bigger than this? And Bob just looks with a big old grin at both of us, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, Dave, let's see what you got." And I was like, "No, dude, I'm not gonna freaking try and get hard with this fully torqued
Yeah.
human in front of me."
Bob's the biggest gay out of all of them.
He's an insider. He likes to.
You know
incite
who
things.
did that to me? Josh. Josh. Do I dox him or no?
You don't need to say his
Don't say a
last
last
name.
Did you say the last name?
Well,
Or you
he's a
just say
street
Corey?
person now. If we
Jo-
could get
my
him.
my Hawaiian friend, my neighbor Josh.
Yeah.
He was on the porch. We had a porch. He was stroking it off on the seat right there on
Yeah.
our porch. And I'm like, dude, he's like spitting on his fucking shit and just
Oh,
like
wow.
and he
God.
had one of those what is like wider what is that called? The,
Girthy.
the
Chode.
stuff chode. He had more of a
Yeah,
chode.
like a boxy.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
like it was. I was just like, yeah, it's disgusting.
Like a tuna-
like, why are you doing this? Like,
He's just slapping his tuna can.
I really got offended, and that's
Yeah.
kind of weird. Yeah,
Is it-
like to
it's
be
No,
offended
you
at that
shouldn't be.
age.
You're not supposed to
So
do
I'm
it
like,
openly.
this is like my house. Like,
Yeah, it's,
my
it's
parents might come fucking walking. They weren't home, but I'm like,
yeah.
the ones
Just
that
thinking
do it
about it.
openly are the ones that potentially got like raped because they think it's normal.
Is this the topic?
Whereas
like,
guys,
full erect penis in front of you?
kids are
besides your
known
own?
Yes.
kissing dicks and fucking chicks. Dude. That's the way you do it.
what about this? Have you guys ever? Have
That
you
is
guys?
pretty traumatizing.
Do
It's
you
something
guys
can
have any
remember.
schmut of yourself?
Schmuck?
No, I've never like.
Porn? What are you talking about?
Yeah, like
I don't know, man. That's
No.
dangerous. I wouldn't know.
Oh,
I
like
wouldn't do
of myself.
this guy. I bet this guy.
No,
He
I
showed
don't
me some
put-
dirty
no,
stuff on
but
his
I
phone.
wouldn't put it. No, I don't have anything. That I'd
Yeah.
show you.
You never sent a
That
girl.
I'd show you.
A girl showed me a.
Well, it's
somebody
out there
sent
in the
her,
world.
like
it's
a
definitely
video
out there
of-
in the world somewhere.
Yeah,
And-
but
and
you
I've
don't
sent
gotta put
girls-
it on like a website.
No, but I've sent a girl like a nude photo.
Yeah,
of
you sent a
myself.
dick.
It's
pic.
gonna be out
Yeah,
there. In
it's
the
I
world
did it one
forever.
time too, and I really regretted it after. I was like, "Why the fuck did I just do that? Like, there's no point." I did cut my face out, but it was,
Yeah, because when the CIA pulls up your profile, they're just like,
and then I was like, "There's no getting
dick
back the
pics and-
picture." You know,
Yeah.
this is
probably
all
hours
out
of
there.
you jerking off in front of your phone or
I
computer.
was torqued.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I was feeling good. I was in shape.
It was a good pick.
yeah, it was a big. I was like, "Ooh, this is big. This is a time to take a pic of any time."
No,
right
you got to
now."
catch it in between. Not like you can't show like a fully like it's got to be the chub. Like
Oh, like
you know, like the-
kind of hanging.
yeah, like because that's what they used
Kinda
to make them do in the Playboy magazines. Or
Okay, they don't want.
They'd
the
be like, "Hey,
fully
you can't-
stiff
yeah,
one.
it's not-
I was like, "Listen, I'm taking a picture of this thing."
You guys were asking about natural, stimulants
as
like
I
that.
HGH. That's what he was
No, I
selling.
think anger works the best. anger and aggression, I think, for men, because like Napoleon, you know, when he told his wife at the time, you know, he was pissed because the war kind of went bad, and he was like, don't bathe for 3 days, so it's like extra fucking passionate. And my story from
Pheromones.
the
Yeah.
time that I saw
Interesting.
a fully erect cock was actually one of my mom's boyfriends after my father was a Hawaiian guy. I think he came over, but me and my brother were home.
Is this your
Yeah.
grandmother?
No, my
again?
mom. My
Oh.
mom.
Fat Hawaiian
And they were
cock.
arguing. And this guy just fucking whips out a full erect fucking cock. 'Cause
Okay,
he's like,
not a
fuck,
good
he was
way.
like, fuck you, and he's just like this.
I'm gonna jizz right now.
And then he left. They were arguing, you know.
He's like, I'm just gonna jizz.
And I'm just gonna say that I think anger in
It was about
probably
sex.
a lot of
dude.
fantasy, a lot of fantasy
Anger
and
made him
porn
hard.
and whatever aggravation and just natural relationships. The aggravation brings the best fucking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but how
Hate
does he
fucking.
separate the
Well, they were
things?
arguing about sex. Like she didn't want to give him any.
I'm
and
not
he's
gonna go
like,
there
"Fuck."
because you know
Did
it's
you
my
hear the
story, and
conversation?
I don't
Yeah.
really want to like think about too many details. But I just remember
And your
that
grandma
much.
was in the back saying,
No.
"Suck that thing."
He's like, I'll do him.
I think she.
Grandma was
me.
like, send him over to my room.
I think she was blowing
He's
some
in
Filipino
trouble.
landscaper.
I'll show him what to do.
Granny do it. He always my granny.
Yeah.
He's charming.
Tell him to bring up a glass of hot water.
Gentleman over.
I think at the time she was blowing this guy Conrado, Filipino landscaper.
He opened the door for me.
Oh,
Let
and
him
she
in.
had a little Filipino.
She liked the Filipinos. Tom was the
They-
guy that
they-
sucked her
they're
dry, like
good.
all of her money. She had a decent because my grandfather was an a army or a Air Force pilot during World War II. Had great fucking benefits,
Pension, yeah.
pension and all that shit.
Mhm.
And then they were like bank. He was like a president of a bank in Detroit. She was like a vice president of another bank. They had a huge house. Came here and had like 30 apartments at one time in Waikiki.
Your grandma that
Yeah.
fucked everybody?
I think she was giving
Who-
all these guys
so
money too, dude.
She had a bunch of Filipino landscapers. She used to.
This guy had like 15 kids. This Filipino guy, Tom.
Wow.
And she put them all through college, bought them all
That's
cars.
great.
Whoa.
You know,
Left
and I
you
never
with
really got, I was
nothing.
supposed to
Yeah,
go to
you got
Puno.
left
I was
with
supposed to go to
nothing.
Midpack and Puno or whatever and like get a car and all that. And she
Jeez.
just like
This is
got
sad.
fucking- It
know.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It's just
Granny
taking
really
L's.
fucked you.
Yeah. Fucked. Well, the only guy she
not only
fucked
fucked
everyone.
everyone, she fucked you too.
Yeah. Yep.
Jeez.
That's what happens. Yeah,
She's
you gotta
a
be
sweet
careful.
lady, though.
I know,
Rest in-
rest
No,
rest
she had
in
a very-
peace. Rest in
Her
peace.
and her sister.
She seems like a nice lady.
Her and her sister
A real
looked like
giver.
Yeah.
full Marilyn Monroe's. They just were very fair skinned and just very like beautiful. you know?
Flirtatious.
Perfect like face, features and shit like that. Yeah.
Big old caboose, possibly.
Yeah. But anyway, those kind of things, seeing the hard cock in person, these are all like just how
That's
you
rough.
graduate through life,
That's rough, Scott. To
Well,
see
so what
the-
boners have you seen then?
the Hawaiian?
I saw my
uh,
dad's
fuck.
fucking my.
I'm trying to
full
think.
erect.
I was trying to think if I've seen any fully torqued. Dudes.
Come on, you've had to seen just
Corey
fully-
Cook for sure.
Well, that one.
Yeah,
That's
That's
Corey
a
Cook.
scary
But
memory,
it was
though,
at a
huh?
different time.
Yeah.
Is this a scary memory for you guys? Like seeing your parents fuck?
Do I have
Like,
dreams
no.
about it?
I never
Like-
saw it.
You
I
never
saw-
it? You never
I-
woke up
No,
one
no, no,
early
I never
morning and like
One
opened the door.
night, I like stayed up all night while my parents.
Yeah,
were, like,
you told
having
me about it.
sex.
They're
Yeah.
watching porn.
and they watched a porn, and I'll never forget the porn because it was at this mansion, like a tower, and then there was a little plot to it. There's fucking. One couple fucked, another couple fucking. Then the final fuck was like a virgin, and when they fucked her, they put like blood like on like.
Is
they
this a
just-
dream?
No, it's what I was watching. I was watching
Oh,
this
it's
porn.
a porn. I thought it was real life.
I might have like
Holy
taken the porn and watched
Is
it
this
later, but
satanic
like
porn?
no, that's how porns were made back
Blood?
then. Like they thought that was beautiful to like fuck like the virgin at the end, and like when they fucked her, like blood would be on his dick. Which
Wait,
was
is this
definitely
your
like
first-
a special effect?
Is this your first
Oh.
porn?
probably the first porn
Yeah,
I've ever
yeah,
seen?
that's
a
for
good- bad.
sure. Like
I like
the
this
cherry.
one. Your
yeah, it was
first
the
porn.
cherry popping, and then I was like, "What
Oh.
is that?" Like the bloody.
That's definitely
dick. And then,
satanic.
like, nah,
Yeah.
that was like tasteful back in the day. Is what that was.
Well,
And then another one I watched was like,
No,
it
just
was like an 80s porn, and it was like a sex party, and they didn't know I was watching. They would have turned off. I'd have to like peek my eye into
that was
the
like before
covers
they
and
knew
watch.
about all this.
Yeah, it was
Illuminati
like
shit,
when I
and
was
it's like,
getting. I was like when I
didn't
was
have a bad
becoming.
rep.
It's when you're
Or-
like becoming too old. old.
Don just said porn is not satanic; it's tasteful.
No, those kinds were those kinds were not in the.
I remember the first
They were
porn.
not in. They were not designed to be satanic.
It was
They
a
were
Super
designed-
Troopers
This was
mock
70s porn
or something. It was
This
like Super Troopers,
the
like
golden
super.
age.
It's a slippery slope. It
Well,
starts
I'm
with a
not saying
soft
it's
porn.
good. I'm
It's
saying
not. I don't think
what
it's
it
sinful
was.
in the sexual way. It's sinful because of like the eavesdropping. Because in natural life, you would be like sneaking in on somebody trying to watch them having sex, and that's basically what porn is. Because we're watching these
That's not good
windows
either.
to the
Yeah.
porn. It's the same thing. So I don't think really it's
Yeah.
like a sexual, like a sin. But it's like
it's not.
it's
good.
eavesdropping, like you watching somebody do
Yeah,
something that
watching,
is, like
sneaking around,
Yes.
trying to watch someone else fuck.
that's a
is-
sin for
is
sure.
Not,
Yeah,
That's the
that's
sin.
not
I
God
believe.
telling you to do it.
Hey, I never said it was, but that's what the porns were.
Oh yeah, watch
That's-
lots of
I'm
porn.
saying- yeah.
But and then
Sounds like
the second porn was like in
That's why-
80s.
Yeah, the 80s
It was like
the
a
best.
party, and
Oh,
I remember
yeah,
it
those
was
fucking
like a
80s porns.
dance party. And
But
like
he
a
is
rum.
right though. It's more tasteful because they had
Yeah.
to like buy porn back then too. It was like
It was
videotape.
expensive.
Well,
yeah,
the
this
porn
was like
was
production.
produced.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
the porn
was
now
production.
sucks.
for
That's
porn
sure.
now is
Like,
that
terrible.
is
like,
true.
and it was a storyline, like a full blown storyline where a kid could fall.
And a lot
Good
of it was
lighting.
like it was more of like an art film. Like
Good
it was
lighting.
like some kind of like director.
Good lighting,
like-
Yeah,
and,
and there's
and just a good cock pussy combination. Like it wasn't like
all right, well, go on. What were you
You
saying?
know,
And then the
Anyways,
second
it's
one
produced.
was like a party, and they all wore like these little like bikini bottoms and like were dancing. I remember I peeked up and my mom was up there dancing. I was like, "Mom, go to bed. It's bedtime."
Oh my
I'm just
god!
She wasn't in the porno. She was up dancing in real life. And I
With
said,
her top off.
"Jeez, these guys are having too much fun."
I felt like I was in a film in Requiem for a Dream, like scene.
Yeah, it was
Just
disgusting.
talking through this.
I don't want to.
I think the fa-
You guys brought up some good ones for me. I had to give a little.
I think
bit.
the first. I think the first.
You're the
porn
one
is
who
important.
kissed dick tips.
Well, I have another one that's right up this alley, but I do not want to say this because it goes to
Yeah, I don't know.
siblings.
Oh God!
This
No,
is the
I don't
worst.
wanna
No,
hear
you
it.
can't go there.
God,
No,
yeah,
nothing
we're
too
not telling
personal.
it.
All right, tell it.
We're not
Nah,
telling
no.
that. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's my grandma. I brought her up just because.
Yeah, you brought up-
It's like
yeah,
it wasn't like a one. It was
I don't
like
think my
just
grandma was
common.
much of. She just. Yeah, she.
There
wasn't-
was a rumor that I think is true, though, that these two high school kids, these two brothers
Yeah.
that go to a certain,
Twins. Were they twins? Those
I,
twins are freakies.
it was a old.
The Island Boys.
I think
Is
it
this
was a-
recently
This was a couple years ago where these two
at a school that somebody works at?
yeah, I don't know, not
We'll just.
no,
Well, you guys are
it's
going to that.
another school, but these two brothers apparently filmed themselves like
Oh,
sucking.
I know. I heard about this.
The younger
Each.
brother sucked
Oh,
the
wait, no, I
older
don't know about
brother
this.
off.
On camera or
Yeah, and
Wow.
yeah,
that's
and I think it was like
That was going around.
And
the
did they
students.
put it on?
The
like,
students
video
got a
or
hold of
something?
it.
they
the
sent
text
it.
messages.
They sent it to a girl
stuff.
was blackmailing one of the brothers.
and they're underage, right?
Oh.
These guys are underage.
Diddy.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
was-
it was.
She was
is
Diddy.
underage, and like the younger brother is sucking off the older brother, and like just going to town on like.
Oh, I'm not
I did.
proud of
I did
what,
have a friend who
poor
wore.
Wait,
God.
hang on. I want to hear this story.
Yeah.
I had a friend in childhood and like, dude, in like 6th grade, and his friend would wake him up with a BJ, and he was like,
That's a good friend.
he's not gay,
That's a
like he was like,
terrible
Not
friend.
gay. They're all.
Well, the-
gay.
but he was like, what are you
That's
gonna
a
do? Like when
predator.
you wake up, like you're not gonna say like, no, it's already going, right?
you can stop.
You
it.
wake up and
You
you
could-
slap his
You-
head.
Yeah, you say and never do
You'd
that
be like, "Oh!"
again. Definitely not
Well,
every
he let it-
morning.
You say stop it.
He let it
silly."
go on, and I was like, well, that's
He
kind of
let
weird.
it go on.
Yeah.
These
So
guys
then
are
I stopped
gay.
hanging out with you.
You sleep on your stomach.
They're all gay kids just
There's
trying to
a
find their
couple
friend
gay
group.
kids in the
Yeah.
group. Yeah, they try and
Well, the porn's-
corrupt.
The porn.
So wait, what happened with the two brothers sucking each other off? Someone tried to blackmail them?
There was a girl. I think like one of the kids, like sent this girl I think it was like something with like he was like farting cum out of his butt or something like that.
Oh
saying,
This
like,
is
he,
very,
like,
God.
That is crazy.
Are they Chinese?
And then
Because
she
that would
like
be like
blackmailed him to like fuck around with his brother, and then like I think like the younger brother was like, "Look, come on, finish in my fucking mouth." Like it was like it was
My good lord.
This is just secondhand information here.
I don't understand the blackmail
But-
part though. It's
Wait,
like
how did she? Why did,
she's sending video. He's sending.
did
video.
they get a video of her first?
Did he send the second video? He's like, if you think you can blackmail me, here's a video. Here's more. Huh? You don't fucking blackmail
double
me.
down.
Yeah.
I
I care about nothing.
I think he might have been on like a sports team, and she threatened to like send it to everyone.
Give it to the cops.
How did she
first.
get it though? First,
That's disgusting.
understand.
Coming in asses and blowing each other.
was it her? Was she farting the cum out of her ass? or was
No,
it was
she
them?
didn't have any
Alright.
part of it. He just entrusted her with this video, and then
He
she,
thought it was funny.
and then she blackmailed him to send more videos, and they got
Oh.
more outrageous.
What the fuck?
They were
Yeah.
going along.
Is
with
this
it,
at
huh?
your school?
No,
It's
Okay.
like they almost wanted it to happen. They're
Was it
like,
at Punahou?
Give me a reason.
no, I don't know.
I wish it was.
There's, like, weird stories like
Laugh
that.
at them.
I heard about like Kamehameha had like those jocks that were like doing. They had those allegations. Was it rape? I don't know what it was, but they were just too much sex.
Mhm.
Student body.
Yeah,
Going on. It was
they
just
run
parties or something?
trains. They run
Trains. Oh, okay.
trains. Yeah.
I had a kid who
Where are these,
at an old
trains
school that had
I know. When's the next stop?
If
I
you guys
ain't
hear
sure.
any, just let me know.
Out of
I
control.
videotape that video.
They're out of control.
they
Too
are
much
out of control.
testosterone.
Yeah, might get a little senior pass.
There's a
for
lot
the
more.
train.
There's a lot more gangbangs than there were when we were kids. I
Yeah.
think.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Ye-
come on.
yes.
Not in Skillet's
No.
time.
Oh,
Not
don't-
in-
Well, not with the kind of kids
Now
you
the
were
team
hanging out with.
sports. Now
Skillet.
my team sport mentality is on. Like, gotta be the
Not
best.
enough gangbangs.
Gotta be the
these
best at
days.
everything. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't remember any trains, but I wasn't cool enough.
They were
my
more
my
rare.
coworker loves trains. He ran trains in
Oh yeah,
in his hometown of Philadelphia. And like,
Yeah.
if I was ever like, if I was with this chick and he's like, hey, after you're done with her, send her my way. I was like, that's not something I usually say to my friends, girls,
Yeah.
but
Eskimo brothers,
That's
He
fine.
loves sloppy seconds.
he's very like,
Yeah.
he's like,
sloppy D.
It's like, send her my way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Maybe
you're-
both of us at the
yeah.
same time.
This
Just had to ask.
Ever heard of an Eiffel Tower?
Yeah. He's like,
Well, and that's generally even how predators work.
teamwork.
I think that this is how predators work.
Let's
too.
treat her like a Chinese finger trap.
Yeah, this is how real.
What
like,
was the
hardcore predators
Japanese
work,
sneak
okay?
attack?
Let's clog her like a shoyu bottle.
Well, this is how it worked in school. Like when I was in school, like high school, especially public school. I don't know if you guys did this, but this is how like dudes would sleep with chicks. Is they would like get them to like admit to these things or get the conversation going. Like, yeah, what's your favorite porn? Like, did I try to get these stories? And she would tell them some of these stories, and
Just
then you
your
like,
rapist friends.
well,
but keep going.
Yeah, no, but
keep
you
going.
know, this was
Epstein
I
move.
never liked that, dude. I never
Yeah.
was like into that. Like, I think people all said that I was, but I was never into that. I was into like having like some good, honest fun.
Uh-oh.
And if like, yeah, there was some experience there, but I wasn't like
One day we'll get the rape story out of him. I know
No.
it. I know we'll get it. We just gotta tell. a
my
fake
asshole's just
one
too
to
small.
start it.
It's just
know
it's
how
just a
you
fact.
raped someone.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no, I'm not the Ryan Lau.
Yeah, your Ryan Lau
No,
story.
no.
exactly.
Unless I was like just too wasted. Like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think so, dude. I really don't think so. I wouldn't make a mistake like that.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Yeah.
should we end it
Almost
on
3 hours. Yeah,
all
3 hours
those
is pretty
terrible
good.
things?
3 hours,
Any
yeah.
more
That fucking went by
comments?
really
How-
fast.
is it
No,
3
no,
hours? What?
yeah.
How much time do you have till 3?
2:46.
Any
Okay,
other-
we got to do 14 more minutes then.
I'm gonna roll something up.
Yeah,
while
roll
we're
something
doing that
'Cause we missed
Roll
about-
Sambo.
We missed about 10 minutes and fucked up audio in the
No,
beginning.
not your shit.
I'm tired and my ass hurts.
Yeah, brother.
I'm sitting
Two
on a
things
plastic
earlier.
fucking.
I'm gonna stand.
Oh yeah, there's also the standing possibilities. Yeah, standing does sound like good.
Oh, it's right next to
Mic sounds,
Ooh.
moving mics.
The equipment sounds good though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
does.
sounds good.
good enough. I mean,
Need video though. Video is good for just reactions and
let the AI get our
Emojis.
faces, and then we actually have like it's like signing your own fucking
I know.
death warrant, saying these things, and then just having your face there while you're saying it.
We already got this guy.
apparently they can already
Sneed.
do that. The
Oh,
facial
yeah,
recognition, like
Face back.
they
app.
can take your picture and scan the internet for even pictures that aren't already on there that you don't even know your pictures are in there. But probably bullshit too.
Well, what's your favorite sexual position?
Dick tip kiss.
Definitely.
Okay, so
Born again. I'm
Don.
born again.
let's go back to that K2H episode 4. What was the big joke about George Floyd?
The big joke.
Oh yeah, let's get in clear audio, closer to the mic, really detailed fucking
What was the joke?
Well, we
the
asked
porn position.
What's
Johnny
your favorite
asked,
sexual
"What's your
position?
sexual position?" And what did you say?
I said George Floyd.
The George Floyd.
It's a funny answer.
It's true.
And what,
It
it's
was
a
funny.
knee on the neck for 3 minutes or something like that.
8 minutes of heaven.
Exactly.
You get held down.
I like when you take a little charge.
Permission.
It's like that asphyxiation, like the autoerotic
Yeah.
asphyxiation, but
Yep.
it's,
Like Shawshank Redemption.
sometimes you go too far, like
K.
David Carradine, and you just
Or
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Anthony
that guy.
Bourdain potentially.
Yeah, strangle.
I think he was killed.
He was for the stupid foodie videos.
No, his wife worked with the Clintons or something.
I thought he was on like the Dr. Sebi thing or something. No, they didn't link him to that.
he was
Dr.
a
Sebi.
bit of a drunk.
There's a bunch of fucking coincidences going on out there, connected to everybody. Pizza, all kinds of weird shit.
Pizza, Diddy, Oprah.
Because it's like you already kind of
Baby Taco.
you kind of already have proof from other occasions, and you can only just say that it wasn't like a one-time fucking instance.
What about Hawaii's own assassin, Ryan Ruth?
Mhm.
Dude,
Well, his son's a
son
pedophile.
is a fuck.
Yeah.
But you know,
What? They found out.
Yeah, his son has child porn on his computer.
but you know,
Really, right? Is it in Hawaii? Does he have it in Hawaii or
No,
North
he's not.
Carolina?
Where's his son? North Carolina.
which is also the whole child porn thing on the computer is like the oldest trick in the book by the CIA and the deep state.
Skillet stop.
That's what they all say.
No. Look, I know. Okay, I'm not.
I was
discounting.
set up.
I'm not discounting that this guy had authentic child porn, but they do this a lot, so we don't know. the
But
whole
why would
story.
they make him into a pedophile? Like why
to
would
shut
they?
him up? Because he might have.
He's
He,
already like
he probably supports Trump.
that. Just makes him look more of a
He
fucking.
probably went on something
Yeah.
and
Real
supported Trump, and they're like, "We
scoundrel.
got to just shut this guy up." The media is very protective. It's the liberal media.
Maybe
and
maybe
the
you're right. Maybe
media.
they go with it. They're like, yeah,
The
yeah,
Murdochs and all those
That's
families.
what
are very
everybody's
paranoid,
thinking. Let's
dude.
give
Like,
them that. Let's give them that. Let's push the pedo angle.
Yeah, they like to
on-
throw a few pedos that aren't even pedos into.
Well, because this guy was clearly
attacking the problem.
this guy was a clear plant, dude. This guy's a spook, and his son could either support those views or be exactly the opposite of those views, and they just need to shut it up. They're trying to basically cordon off these people from society, so there's no more no more to be learned about them. Shut them up. So now whatever this kid says, if we ever hear from him again, will be discounted because they found child porn. But it could have been real child porn.
What do they?
sure.
How come Ryan Ruth isn't talking? This is another one where they put the stupid thing under the rug again. They put this stupid thing they have this guy in custody. Make him fucking speak up.
No,
Like,
they
here
don't
this
want
guy.
No, they don't want. They want to fucking.
Yeah, they
Epstein
want
him.
the
They
story
wanna
to
give
die
him-
'cause the assassinations only make Trump look stronger and more.
Yeah, dude.
because that is if you keep pushing forward under multiple assassination attempts, it shows you have a great fortitude, like, and that. But so they just want people to forget about it. It didn't happen.
Well, they just found some surface-to-air missiles that came across the border. They're saying that the next attempt is going to be
A
the
missile.
plane. Yeah, they're gonna shoot his plane down.
In
A plane shot
Wait,
in the
down.
US?
I
Did you
think
guys
that
hear
one-
about 2 moons?
two
like an
moons?
asteroids
Slow
coming in
down.
Yeah, I heard
in our
about that asteroid.
rotation, and we're gonna have 2 moons on the 29th.
Is it someone else?
it's-
Anunnaki. The Anunnakis
Dude.
come in with the Sumerian text tablets, and they're gonna.
And I just saw.
They got the good drugs. They got the really. They're gonna sprinkle.
I just saw this
They
movie.
talk humans. Angel
I
dust
just saw it
over
was
everybody.
trippy though because I saw Mandela, that movie Mandela Effect or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to learn about what is the Mandela Effect. So I watch a movie, right?
Yeah.
The hell?
That's not the movie. That's not. You can just Google it.
I know, but I'm just saying how dumb fucking I am. But
Yeah.
anyways,
You're
so
honest, cuz.
in that movie though, he's opened up these different realities and or the multiverse, and there's in the end it shows the fucking 2 moons and it shows like the fucking thing blowing up. I'm like, the fuck, this is another fucking brainwashing
predictive
fucking thing.
programming.
Yeah, predictive fucking thing. Now they want me to think, oh, and then I see this thing about the moon. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because some stupid movie.
No, I'm just saying coincidence. Like I hear about the 2 moons, and then I see it in this movie called the Mandela,
Mhm.
whatever.
Mandela effect, yeah, because
Effect.
Nelson Mandela was in jail, and then
But he wasn't, or he didn't die. But some people, believe. I don't know.
something weird. There's other ones like that too that we just
Yeah, it's just all like
Is
the
he dead?
Monopoly.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
I think no one
I'm-
cares about Nelson Mandela.
Nobody does care. It was so. I was a
You
90s
remember
kid.
the people that died.
Barely
No one
remember.
forgets Lincoln's birthday.
Well, that was important.
True.
Nelson Mandela, that whole thing like went around the world. At that time, there wasn't really like the internet and all that, and that like everybody knew about that. There's a lot of like even in China, there's music about him, like patriotic
who?
songs,
What?
like patriotic Chinese songs, and it's about Mandela.
Mandela.
The
Yeah.
monkey boy is that what they call it?
It's them trying to like it's like propaganda trying to
Yeah.
get people to accept race.
Painted
The
man.
annoying gorilla.
Painted.
Well, they were Hong
man.
Kong. It was a big Hong Kong band. So they're like a little bit more, free thinking, Western, and
The easy to buy off.
but it was like the
monkey.
#1 band and song in China for like still is. The people still love that song.
What?
Let's do karaoke.
What song is it?
I
Is that the song? God, that music.
can sing a little bit of it sometimes. You gotta be really drunk, but yeah, they love singing that shit.
I was watching terrible music.
Black
It was
hole
like
sun.
Turks and Caicos.
Won't you come?
And the natives bring out their
Wash
drums
away
and just
the
eat it all night.
rain, black hole sun.
Play your
Won't you
drum.
come? Won't you come? Black hole sun. Come on, sing.
Black hole
Sun. Won't you come?
Are you a singer
Black
now? I
hole
like it.
sun.
We finally got the tech for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully, yeah. I don't know. It's right here for now, but hopefully.
What is that noise? Oh, skeleton.
Is this song?
You're scaring me.
Chinky phone.
All right, well,
ching-
you guys
ching
gotta buy all this stuff. You.
Everybody buy it.
$5.
Let's all go a quarter on it.
So we're all just gonna leave this here?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm. Yeah.
No,
That's why I should be behind
don't.
something.
don't.
Does Leader all right here? Is it this song?
I gotta jumpstart my neighbor's car at 6 in the morning
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. We're gonna call this.
Why?
because he doesn't have.
What is
battery.
wrong with him?
I
Tell him
don't
to
know.
get a battery. He can't be relying on you.
Tell him to go fuck himself.
Are we done? Did we meet the mark? Are we at 3 hours?
All right, I'm taking off. I'm taking the head off.
All right. Pleasure.
Oh, we don't put that on.
Mr.
No,
D.
we're gonna get.
Edgy D, everybody.
Don't play any music on here.
Applause.